take off a couple of heads a night. Somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Thought can I fuck on my energy? Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid.
What is up, Earths? Wait, hold on, I gotta mightiest subscribers. It is your boy Ernie, the Blerd without fear. Got the homie Robo of Left Face TV. Welcome to episode. Actually, I had to double check this because I almost fucked up and put the wrong episode number earlier. Welcome to episode 53 of the Nerds of Culture podcast, the woke shade room, with just a like right there, a little dash, just a dash of Sasson. We are here. We are here, Robo. We are back. Thank you, everyone, for sending out your well wishes and concerns for Robo. He was deathly ill.
Yeah. I was hurting. And honestly, I had to about 20 minutes ago, refresh, top off another Dayquil, pop an Adderall for the energy. Like, let's go.
It's like, let's get in.
and so Ernie told me yesterday, he goes, hey, if you're still sick, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I don't know if y'all know this, but we started this 2023 last year, the week before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
The very week before, because we remember, oh shit, man, this is probably bad planning, because the very next week, Chris is gonna fly out, yada yada yada. That has been the only week we've missed, Ernie and I. We have been on this bitch every single week without missing. I said, no, I'm not breaking it.
He's like, I'm not
gonna be the one who breaks it.
He was like,
so I'll be here. Actually, that was a real cough.
He's like, that was for real. That was a real one.
I was trying to do a fake cough, and it came out. Oh shit, I'm for real.
I mean, look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. There have been some days, and y'all know me. Y'all know my policy on it in general is like, I'm never gonna sacrifice anyone else's health. I'll sacrifice my own damn health. I do it all the time. Some of y'all know some Blerd caves where I showed up be like, yeah man, welcome back to the yeah man, we what's up, Earth? But no, oh man, look at those trails. But yeah, no, I didn't want to put the homie out there like that, especially. Well, I think it was also kind of it was really not even just that. It was also like, I also know how Robo is. So I know that motherfucker was at his computer. And I knew for a fact, I was like, that motherfucker gonna be editing. I know he could be fucking with some shit in the computer. Yeah. I already know. So I said, look, man, you already doing that. Don't wear yourself out, man. Don't do yourself like that, man. Love yourself.
Can you imagine what it must be like to be somebody good with time and be like, do a little bit here, do a little bit there, you know what I mean? And then it's like, you just have a normal. Instead, what you do is you realize you've been sitting on a comic for all week, and you go, oh my God, it's already Saturday. I'm gonna sit right here. And then it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, video's up. I made it. That's the ADHD shit right there. That's how I write all my papers,
I mean, it's kind of funny how the brain works.
It's a system.
Yeah, well, no, you're not wrong, because I've been slowly kind of trying to put myself more in that healthier headspace where yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna record the video today. I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back later tonight and start editing.
Yeah.
And that's usually what I'll do. And then I'm like, okay, well, I got all the audio edited, so now I'm gonna do the video later. I'm gonna do like the actual like adding the panels and stuff and images and stuff. I'm gonna do that, tomorrow. And I've actually discovered that it's not efficient, but it is healthier. Like I won't say it's not efficient. It's not inefficient. I haven't figured out how to do it quickly.
It's more sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's more sustainable.
It's definitely more sustainable.
Like I like if I sat there and just did that over and over and over. Like let's say you upped your output. You're like, hey, I'm gonna try to put out 2 a week. 2 a day. Well, you could do that and be like, okay, well, I gotta wake up, do 2-3 hours, do some editing, go do some other stuff, do 3 more hours, and you could just stay on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd be like, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, actually, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I got some shit that I'm not feeling well. And all of a sudden, you got 7 hours of editing to do.
Man,
Shit.
don't even get me started on that shit. I have legit hoed myself many a day. There have been many a day where I have hoed myself to the point that it's just like, bruh, we gotta figure something out, man. We gotta like I think there was one day, I think I might have even told you about this. Also, thank you for that. I think there was one day, I want to say I had to do like, this is basically, first world problems. I had promised a promo for for a video, and like I was like, oh man, I got to get on the ball. I'm supposed to do that shit today.
Oh, I remember because you're like, hey, so where you at on that video? Because you wanted to put the promo in the thing.
I was like, hey. And the thing is, and it wasn't even like so much. It was like, God damn it, I wish he was. It was like I was like, man, if he's where I think he is on it, this could totally keep me from having to pay for my own laziness.
Right. Was I? I don't remember.
I don't remember, honestly. But
okay.
I will say
you know what? I do remember. Oh, yeah, I was on it. And you were like, man, thank you so much. I owe you at least 20% of it.
I was like, oh, man, dude, that's crazy. That's so crazy that happened. You know what I'm saying? But no. That's how it be, though, man. That's how it be.
So speaking of wasting time.
Oh.
and not working and not doing and acting like you don't got 2 videos to edit. Have you played Marvel Rivals yet?
Hell no.
You said hell. You said like.
Well, no. Well, let me keep it real. Okay. So I want to pull the curtain back. I don't
hell no.
I don't like doing this a lot of the time. Mostly because like I don't ever want to look like I'm complaining. But I be having way too much shit to do to be doing a lot of the stuff that everyone else is doing. Like whenever, like I remember,
like playing video games.
Well, no, just like anything that's like the new hotness. If I can't monetize it, if I can't like justify to myself why I'm taking time away from what I'm doing, like say like, oh, I got these videos to edit. Man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go fuck off and play Marvel Rivals for like 2 days straight. I wish I could, but I can't. I don't have it in me. I just don't. Hold on. Now I love you. And I got your back. I'm like, man, this dude works hard, But this dude's not gonna sit here and act like he didn't just put in 100 fucking hours on that fucking whatever. What was it? Dragon Age that just came out. Oh, well, no, okay. See, he already threw himself out. See,
and now metaphor.
Well, no, but see, here's the difference. Here's the difference. See, you helped me do that. See,
That's fair.
You helped me do that. Well, because I mean, no, real talk. If Robo was not helping me with video editing, I never would have finished Dragon Age, at least not as quick as I did. I probably would still be working on it. Like right now, I'd probably still be working on it. And some of y'all will probably remember, like when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I was not putting out content as much as so that's why I say like something's got to fall by the wayside. And
yeah, that makes sense.
It's
right.
I get to play metaphor because okay, let's pull the curtain back a little bit. So how many videos have come out just in the past 72 hours? I think what was it? All New Venom #1. X-Men #8 came out today. So did Thundercats Apex #1. Those are just 3 of the videos I shot. Robo has 2 of the others.
I gave you West Coast Avengers last night.
Yeah. And then
I'm working on Absolute Superman now.
Okay, you got and you also have Avengers 21, I think.
Okay, well then I got 3 now.
So yeah. So you have 3. So like just to show you guys like what kind of but I will say this. No bullshit at all. I do have I'll tell them myself. I had about roughly I think 60, 70, 80 some odd hours in Veilguard. And I know for a fact I have about 60, almost 70 in Metaphor ReFantazio. But that is like literally the reason why that motherfucker right there to my well, I guess the other motherfucker on the screen that ain't me. You know what I'm talking about. That's why.
Yeah, not enabling, not like enabling, like, hey man, you don't got to work. He means like I'm helping him with editing, so it gives him more time.
Yes.
With his family and for himself.
Actually, I just realized something. It's like doubling chat here. Let me kill this, and I'm gonna reopen it, and we'll go from there. I think I hit a dumb button earlier when I opened it, and it's like doubling up chat. I was like, oh shit! I just noticed it was like I'm seeing like the same people say the same thing like 2 times in a row. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The things you don't notice when you open some shit and just put it on a monitor that you're not facing.
Marvel Rivals is way easier to just pick up and play and shut off. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact, actually. And I don't know what the difference is. You know, obviously shorter matches and whatever else, but even with something like Call of Duty, like you would get sucked into that shit. But you're right, actually. I got in there, played some heroes, pop, did some stuff.
Got the fuck out.
I gotta go. Let me go do some laundry now. You're right. It didn't have that, you know, sink its claws into you kind of deal. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know, but I'll tell you this much. I enjoyed myself. I had fun. I was telling Ernie before the stream, it had you fill out a survey.
Oh yeah.
And on the pro, I said it was familiar. I just was able to get in and play and do my thing. And
no one cussed out your mom. No one told you that you were
not
heterosexual.
By the way, remember to go into settings and change that shit to push to talk. Because I was cussing. I was like, what the fuck? Why the fuck? You know, oh, am I out there? And all of a sudden, I look at the thing and my name is blinking. I'm like, oh shit. I'm backed out. I'm like, oh, you're abandoning the mission. I'm like, yeah, abandoned. Well, I don't care.
Yeah. He's like, I'll take the penalty. I'll take the penalty.
But the con was, when I wrote in the con, I was like, I wrote exactly this. I said, it is so much like Overwatch. It's damn near distracting. Like, I know, like they said, like Overwatch is like paladins, but I'm like, bro, literally this could be like a reskin, an event. You know, like how Fortnite does events. It could be like an event. Like I'm like the music, the matches, the maps, like just everything, like the font, the way that the menus got, just like, okay, so I'm playing Overwatch. All right, that's cool, I guess.
They're like, good to know.
So really, if you like Overwatch, you will like Marvel Rivals. It's the same thing.
I mean, look, you've made a very compelling case.
That's right.
I mean,
And it's free, so shit.
well, that was the other thing for me. I was like, well, because whenever I was like, oh, dude, you're gonna get Marvel Rivals, I was like, man, I really ain't got time. Or I wasn't even so much time. That's another factor of it. I don't have the money to be blowing. I don't have the money to be blowing on like random, whatever. Random bullshit or whatever. I'm having to pick my battles a little bit. So
you know what's gonna be?
Yeah.
You know what I think it's gonna be? I think it's gonna be a real fun with the homies game. Like a for real one.
Yeah.
A for real one. Because we tried some other ones and it's like, okay, you know what I mean? But I think this will be one where you just have some fun.
Well, and also there's a barrier, or not a barrier, but there's an air of familiarity in it, just in the sense that it's Overwatch, but also in the sense that it's Marvel, so it's like I know who all these characters are. Like it's honestly
kind of cool. Like floating around a storm. That's just kind of dope.
Also, and this is something Carter told me from, well, I don't want to tell too much about it because I don't want to get him in trouble, but like, a lot of y'all know.
It's released now.
Yeah, it's out now, so it don't matter. But no, Carter, he play tested this game, and I remember he was telling me like, he's like, yeah, dude. Yeah, he's like, it's crazy how like the characters are referencing things that are happening in the comics right now. Like, I think he said there was a point where Magneto makes a mention of Krakoa. Shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Like there's
Thor says something too.
Like there's
because you know me, I don't stay on it. Like shit. I'm getting most of my shit from editing your stuff now. I'm like, damn, that's crazy that's happening. But it's like but it's not that I knew what he was referencing.
Yeah.
It was that I can tell he was referencing something that I didn't know. Because Thor said something that is Loki, and I was like, oh, it must be something like part of the lore that I don't know. But if that's what it is, like he's mentioning something that's happening in the comics.
Probably, it's probably something from the comics, which I mean, to be fair, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I think that my least favorite part of when an IP that I care about. Oh, let me see what you got right here. But I feel like it's one of those points where when you have an IP that you're familiar with, it gets adapted to something else, like a video game, more specifically in this case. I always find it funny. When it adapts, but like they try and pretend like, oh, this is not comic book related. Like it's comic book related, but it's not comic book related. And I always find it funny when they do that. So like when an IP is being adapted, like in the case of Midnight Suns, the game Midnight Suns, in that game, it was like, oh, yeah, this is a video game, but we talking about the comics, baby. You feel like you're in it. You get to like actually be in the comics, not just like, hey, this is a character. Yeah. Right. Like they're not trying to be like, oh, this is some other universe that has nothing to do with those comic books that these characters are from that you give a shit about. Like when there's points where like you see like when they did the Venom DLC and you'd have like Peter Parker and Venom around, your Spider-Man and Venom around one another. And they would reference shit from the comics, like their history together. Like, the X-Men, like Magic. There's a point where like you're talking to her and she tells you about like how, like about the time she spent in limbo and like how she became estranged from her own brother, Colossus and all that. Like, there is so like, I don't know. I like it when the people who make the thing try not to pretend that the thing that they're making something for is based on a comic. Like they're like, yes, this is fucking comic book. Now pick up the goddamn sticks.
And I think Marvel knew that, which is why they low-key made Fortnite part of the multiverse. Because they put out them books where they go into the Fortnite deal. It's like, oh, what you doing? I know.
It's like I see you. I see you. Like don't. I thought she was slick, but I see. I mean, you gotta do that, and I think to ignore it is silly, But that said, man,
we'll play a little bit after this.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll the 4 hours later, we'll
we're not gonna do another 4 hours.
Nah,
Look, I'm sick. I'm like, come on.
Look, that motherfucker's like, look. Okay, 3 hours. Okay, look, that's more.
Right,
It's
three
like,
and a half,
three and a half. Okay,
5 and 4.
4. He's like, man, actually, we lost that last match.
Hey, how many times when I used to back when I used to stream, how many times I'd be like, hey guys, it's late, so late start. I'm gonna just a quick one today, okay? We're just gonna, let's talk about it. 3 hours later,
dude. Every time. Well, that I'm on my bullshit too, because I'll literally be sitting there like, all right, y'all, look, we ain't doing no 3.5 hour show. 4 hours later, just
yeah. But that shit was pretty dope last week. You're having a good stream.
Oh yeah.
When you look over and it's almost 4 hours, you're like, oh shit, okay.
God damn.
Because that was, because let me tell you something. I've had to sit in places for 4 hours before, and it's torturous. And you watching that clock the whole time,
bro.
Shit.
Look, I don't want to tell on myself, but fuck it. No, I'm gonna be nice. I'll just put it like this: there have been instances where I have done stuff where I've watched the clock. Like, I never do it for the Blerd Cave. I never do it for Nerds of Culture because I'm always having a good time. I can't think of any times I have not had a good time. But there have been instances where I've had to like go do shit like whether
there
it's like out and about.
It's just that you don't want to name right now though.
Yes, no, I do not want to. I can think of at least twice where I've been like,
see, but that's like anticlimactic though. Like now you're just saying, yeah, me too. That's not saying nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell nobody. I don't want to tell nobody.
What's it rhyme with?
God damn it.
No,
I'm not answering that. No, I'm not. Well, no, but in all realness, there's been okay. Let's address this because I know it's gonna come up at some point. The world is literally in wild man mode. And I say that because some of you, I saw some people bring it up on Threads and on Blue Sky, and which yes, I'm trying to make Blue Sky happen. I'm trying real hard. Okay.
Yeah, you got to give me one of them little things, animated tags for the videos for Blue Sky.
Oh yeah. I'll make one. Yeah. But yeah, I've just been seeing nothing but just craziness all day. Like, they had well, I didn't give a fuck about this dude so much. I don't remember his goddamn name. But the dude, the insurance CEO guy got clapped.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit has been all over my feed. I was like,
yes. What's that meme with the Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, it's like that was like honestly when old boy got laid, like when he got laid down, I actually went back, watched the clip of it where old boy pulled up, and I'm not gonna lie, I mean, you say what you will, look, y'all might think I'm a bad motherfucker, but look, man,
that boy's one mean motherfucker.
Look, that's all I got to say about that.
What you say?
That boy's one mean motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go.
Oh, man. Yeah, they said the hospital wouldn't take. He would be alive right now, but his hospital didn't take it. He had pre-existing conditions. So
yeah.
No, all right.
Dude, let me tell you something. I saw people crying about, man, y'all are such terrible people. He had a family. And I think what's the motherfucker's name? Is it Mike Figueredo? The Humanist Report? That man said, fuck his family. Like he said, fuck his family too. I was like,
yeah, fuck his family. I don't give a fuck about none of them. You know what I give a fuck about? I give a fuck about the people who had to wonder how they're gonna pay. They did this thing, right? They were this listing out on the thread post I made. Was some of the shit. But I found out more shit. Like they only covered up. Or he was trying to get it to where they only covered a certain amount of anesthesia.
Wow.
So they said, okay, so this particular thing, right? So this particular surgery you're going under requires this amount of anesthesia. Okay. If for some reason you were going to go over on time, you got to figure out how to pay for that anesthesia out of your pocket. And you have to sign that you will pay for that if it goes longer. I'm like, bro, you want me to cry for this bitch and he's over here doing shit like that? I don't give a fuck about that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it's funny.
Man,
I can't find anymore. There was a post someone made on Blue Sky talking about how everyone's out here crying about how people are responding, and yet his own fucking company had his job posted up in less than 24 hours of him getting clapped. They said if that they said
they
that's
had
the
a
real
meeting.
Yeah.
They had a board meeting the very next day.
Yeah.
The CEO is replaceable. Everybody's replaceable, people.
Yeah. If anything, honestly, this is the lesson that just keeps on lessening. It keeps teaching. And I think that also I will say this too, man, shout out to here. I got to do this. No, fuck this. We're going to do this. I'm dropping the bomb for South Korea for being based. South Korea's
Georgia
based.
too.
Man, bro, hold up, that's another one.
Oh, world. Georgia, South Korea, but like, look, let me show you how to do it. Yeah.
Look, that little Jan 6 bullshit you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, this how you handle that shit.
Down.
look, it's like, look, I guarantee you at some point, we had every country looking at us back during like the Jan 6 shit. They were just looking at us like, dude, look at this shit. They don't even know what the fuck. Dude,
France.
God, dude. They're like, what is you doing?
Like, there are these countries out there, man, that are just like, it's a part of their culture. And I'm not going to lie, I envy it.
Same.
There are some areas that'll do it. Like Portland will go get wild. Seattle will get wild. New York will get wild. DC will get wild. But it's not like a country thing. When you go to France, that whole motherfucker will burn down.
Oh,
like Georgia right now, the country on fire. South Korea saying fuck you and that fucking martial law. Like everybody's like, you're gonna have to kill me.
Oh yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
They're like, dude, we were born in revolution.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we are so lazy. I know if you're on my thread, you'll hear me talk about revolution a lot. What I'm talking about is like, I'm using this opportunity of this dude getting shot as an idea. Like, look, this is the level that if we were in a revolution, that people would have to get comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like that is war. And if you feel if we're ever at a point, and I hope we never have to get there, but if we ever at a point, there's going to be a lot of times where you're going to have to put somebody down like that. I don't think people are ready for that. South Korean citizens literally hoisted members of parliament up and over the police barricade so they could vote to repeal the declaration of martial law.
Dude, that like I said, that's the definition of based right there. I saw another thing. Actually, I'm shocked this woman didn't die. But I think there was one member of parliament.
Oh, the one pulling the gun.
Yeah, the one that grabbed the gun. Yeah, I was like, dude. I said she
didn't die because it's not the United States.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, real talk. Imagine doing that shit in Texas. Your ass would be in the ground.
Went for my gun. So I had to kill her, and of course it was a rifle, so like 6 or 7 people died beyond my age.
It was AR-15 with a bump stock.
Castle law, something.
Yeah. Dude, did I ever tell you how I got my my concealed carry? Did I ever tell you like the
how?
Yeah, or the nature of how I got it? So I don't know if this is legal. I don't think it is legal. And I'm pretty sure this is some NRA propaganda bullshit. But when I was taking my test, and it was basically like taking a test with a calculator, because the instructor, for all intents and purposes, just told us the answers. Because he literally, every time he said, y'all gonna hear me say this a lot. If someone breaks in your house and you shoot them, this is what you say to the police. Like, he was basically like, this is everything you say to get out of trouble. He said, just say that you feared for your life. Just say that you couldn't see them, you feared for your life. And then even said like, hey, what do you do if someone breaks in your house, gets out of the house, and you shoot them? He said, just say, you thought they were going to go get a weapon, you feared for your life. Like, it was like he was just telling us all the shit, and I was just like, bruh.
I mean, you could just not kill them.
I mean, you could also do that too. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm of the belief
In my house, you're dead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a socialist. I'm a humanist. I don't think anybody should die over stealing a TV.
No.
If I shot somebody and it was a kid trying to get out of the house with my PS5, I'll be wrecked for the rest of my life. I don't think anybody should die for that.
No.
But I got a family to protect, and I'm not gonna. You're in my house. Yeah, you're probably gonna die, homie.
I mean,
if you're at the door and you're running away, I personally am of the opinion that if you fucking shoot, most places this is illegal, but I'm sure, like in places I don't know, but like in Oklahoma, Florida, just backwards ass places, you probably can get away with it as long as they're still on your property. Yeah. But if you fucking, illegal or not, if you fucking shoot somebody who's running out of your house, man,
bro. Well,
you deserve to be shot.
Well, my thing with this is like I have a general rule. If you hear the shotgun like rack, like if you hear that, like that's a universal sound. I don't care if you've never watched an action movie. I don't care if you've never like been within a country mile of a shotgun being racked. You know what that sound is, and you know that it's not a good one. It's one of like the great unifiers for everybody. Like even I'm not trying to be dismissive, but I mean that's a sound even a deaf person can hear. Like you hear that, you know what time it is. There is no talking. The shit ain't sweet no more. You know that whatever happens next, it's about to go down. It's gonna be 2 hits. Yeah. The bullet's gonna hit you. You gonna hit the flow. That's it. That's all you know. So anyone who enters my home, hears that noise, and decides not to leave, everything that comes next is on them. You get out my house, then that means I missed.
Yeah,
which is impressive. Which is impressive.
Nobody's out here John Wicking. I'm not fast roping from out of my ceiling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would say in my house, you would have to work to get shot.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to, suicide by robo.
Suicide by robo. That's what.
Yeah. Like,
no, sorry.
Because I'm giving challenges. You know what I mean? all my trains get kick in. Like I'm armed. Get out of the house. Leave by the front door. You know what I mean? Like,
so I got to go.
They gotta go. And they're gonna run. I'm like, okay, get the fuck out. You good? But if you still in the house after all that shit, I'm like,
wait, what's that shit? What was that shit from Hot Fuzz with Nick Frost? That motherfucker was like, shame. And he just reloaded. Yeah, that would have been me. That's me. I'd be like, man,
I don't want to do this,
Look, man,
think about it. Like somebody who's still there, even though you've given them the warning, even though you've told them you're armed, even though you'll say, get the fuck out the house, it's still there. But now I'm just gonna assume you definitely are here to hurt me. So
no. It's a
musket.
Man.
Yeah, man. He's talking about a shotgun. I'm over here, yeah. You hear me tear open that bag of powder. You hear those.
You hear that.
You hear me fill up that musket. You hear that whatever. Oh damn, what's that thing called? I don't even know. The stuffer thingy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You wait. You
gotta pack it down tight. You gotta make sure it's inside the little. Got the little paper that is still.
Got a little break.
Look, I'm just saying. But no, to get us into it though, like I said, you guys saw the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the thumbnail. Y'all, I think y'all know what we came here to talk about. It's gonna be
next. Spawn's next. Nah, play. Spawn's next to what we're gonna be talking about today.
Yeah, it's like right. maybe I don't know.
Like, Blerd, I am so sorry. I don't know why your channel got shut off. Like,
you're right. It's like, man, goddamn. It's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, but no. But no, man, y'all saw the thumbnail, so y'all know what time it is. We'll be talking about there was a little video that was making the rounds, to my understanding, and I think it came out. I think it was literally just this past week, I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was literally just this past week.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it made some waves. Like, I didn't realize how. Like, I've always kind of known the story, the story of why the three of the original recipe Power Rangers
weren't in the movie.
Right, yeah, weren't in the movie, which was Austin St. John, who played Jason. You had Walter Jones, played Zach. You had Thuy Trang, who played Trini. And I knew, like, I was perfectly aware of what happened and why they got fired. Like, I didn't know it back then, obviously. I just like, oh shit, they're gone. Like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I guess they're moving on to other shit. Yeah. Because I know Walter Jones, I had seen him in other stuff outside of Power Rangers. Thuy was another story altogether. I think I saw her in like 2 things, I think, after Power Rangers. One of those being the second Crow movie, Crow City of Angels.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was one of the villains. Yeah, she was one of the villains. And playing completely against type. Like, she was not a sweet person in that movie. She was a fucking nightmare. But yeah, she died in a car accident.
Car accident.
And which is just that, it's insane to think about even.
2001, yep.
Mm-hmm, yep. Which is just, it's insane. It is quite literally the epitome of insane that it even happened. But that said, it was weird. I think we all kind of had about roughly the same looks on our face when they got replaced, because some of you may or may not remember, this was like I said, right before the movie just about, but they had replaced these 3 actors. That's when they brought in, I think it was Steve Cardenas, who played Rocky. I think I'm remembering that correctly. And then obviously Johnny Young Bosch, who took over as the new Black Ranger. And then you had Karen Ashley, who took over as Aisha, the new Yellow Ranger. And like, I had the same look on my face that these motherfuckers had when I saw that shit. I was like, wait a minute, y'all, we're getting replaced? What? Like, what's happening? So it was not a good time. It was not a good time. But I mean, it's one of those things that, as a kid, you just kind of move on with it. You're just like, okay, I guess life moves on. Actors move on to other stuff, or whatever, get replaced. It was a thing. There was multiple different actors who got replaced over the course of that show. Karen Ashley didn't stay super terribly long herself. She ended up getting replaced by,
that's the Pink Ranger, right?
No. Karen Ashley was the new Yellow Ranger. Amy Jo Johnson was the original
Amy
Kimberly.
Jo Johnson, that's right.
Yeah, she left and she
got
got
Hawaii,
replaced.
but that line was too long.
Yeah,
I'm like, you cool, but you're not that cool.
Yeah, it's just like, look, you got to get up out. You got to get up out of here.
I was like, man, I wanted to get her autograph and shit, but it was like that line was like wrapped around the damn thing. I'm like,
yeah.
Damn.
And
I like Power Rangers, but that was crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't like you as that goddamn much. Goddamn. But as a Ooby Dooby Deuce says, I think everyone, but Tommy got replaced at some point. You're about right. Because basically, when you get down to it, eventually David Yost had lost his position, and it's largely believed to be due to the fact that that he was gay, that and the word got out about it, so they basically removed him from, like, they kept him on the show, but they just didn't have him as a Power Ranger anymore, which is just weird. And I think that had more to do with his contract than it did like decency. I feel like they could have just gotten rid of him entirely. They would have kicked him to the curb. But yeah, there was a lot of them, and I actually saw a lot of this story we're going to be talking about. It actually made me go back and look, and I found even more stories. So basically, yeah, just about every single person who was on that show originally got hoed in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But we got the video. We're gonna kind of go through it. We're gonna, obviously, we're gonna talk a little bit over it, and kind of, figure out, what the fuck is going on here, and. Yeah. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. So I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, trigger warning for your childhood, because none of this is gonna be pleasant by any stretch of the imagination. Though what I will say real quick is let me see here. I want to give credit. I want to give credit to the original. To the original video where we got this from. I'm trying to remember. It was like fandom something or other.
I'll grab it.
Yeah.
Fanword.
Yeah, Fanword. That's what it was.
Yep.
So yeah,
I'll drop the link in the deal for the original video.
Mm-hmm.
We just wanted to be able to get captions on the screen. We're not trying to hold them out of views or anything.
No. We ain't trying to do them like that. Oh shit, hold on. Actually, you know what? Jonathan Motor just did something that made me remember something I wanted to address here. So we're gonna use this opportunity to kind of run through it all. Because there are a couple of days, actually there was a Thursday and a Saturday, that I think like someone either like posted a super chat or did something on Streamlabs, like, but it was like literally as we were leaving. So I did not see it. Or like it was right as we were like kind of like wrapping up and I just didn't think to look. But we're going to we're gonna take a look at some super chats. There's gonna be some that are a little bit older, by about a week almost. But hey, this is better late than never.
Jimmy, Visa.
What's up?
He said, what's better, PSN card or a Visa?
Visa. Oh yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
Maybe they want a PS game. Maybe they want a Steam game. Maybe they don't want an end game. They want to go get some new draws or something. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you never know. You never fucking know. But that said,
what's up?
Oh man, dude, y'all are just out here, man. Y'all are out here. Y'all are just doing too much, man. I love y'all to death. We got one here. This is from the homie Jasmine. I want to make sure we hit this first before we really like start digging into it. But Jasmine Tense says, great show again, gentlemen. Once again, a show where I ain't read jack booty nothing of what was discussed, but had a good time nonetheless. See, that's the whole purpose.
That's what's up.
That's the whole purpose here. Is that is the goal, is that we can
come unprepared. We'll fill you in. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't you fear. Don't be afeared. We're gonna take care of you, and that's what we do. We have also got Gearless Mo out here. Says, fun fact, when I used to compete in tournaments, I was approached about trying out for Power Rangers and ended up as a putty trooper in the episode with Pudgy Pig. Dude! Okay,
no
so now I gotta go back and I'm gonna watch that with a whole new level of appreciation that I did not have before. So
is a putty trooper, did he have to have a mask on?
Yeah, the putties, they all had the same like gray costume and the little monster mask. Which dude, that is so cool to me, because like when I tell y'all I had an unhealthy obsession with Power Rangers as a kid, I did.
I've told you multiple times. I've told you all multiple times. Damn near cried when the White Ranger came out. I'm just saying. Probably the most beautiful, just amazing moment on television. And I would never actually, I would say Endgame got pretty close. Got close.
It's like, man,
even Endgame, because I'm already an adult, so like there's only so much magic that you can have. You know? But man, that White Ranger came back. Bruh.
It's like,
anyways,
we here. Like, I thought it was cool because I don't know. It was yeah, I was invested. I was very heavily invested. I was that dude that was like literally feeling sick to my stomach the week that the Green Ranger saga started, and Tommy beat everyone's ass and threw him up out the out the Megazord. I was just like, oh man, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
Goddamn. But no, like no bullshit. I'm not even fucking around. I was like, I was that invested. Like I
remember. Yeah.
I forgot I was watching a TV show for a while. I was like, no.
What year did that happen? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. There's like a moment, like I don't remember. Did they leave like in 2000, 2001?
Yeah. Like, wait, talking about like go off the air?
No. Yeah, something like that. Like one of the first Power Rangers leave.
Oh, so yeah, no. If you're talking about like just like
Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin. Oh, that was still the 90s. That was still the 90s. So we're talking like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green with Evil. The first air date was 93, October 5th of 1993.
But it stopped in 95?
I think the first season, not the first season, the second season was over by that point, and that was when they kind of started like veering off into like Power Rangers Zeo,
the other ones,
and so on and so forth.
I think that was right around that time that I discovered girls and weed, and it was just all downhill from there.
Well, I also have to remember too that like we're just a slight bit off in age, so that actually like makes sense because not long after that was also me.
Yeah. Because you're like 42 now, 41.
About to be 42. Actually, I'll be 42 in 4 days.
So there you go. A happy early birthday, just in case I forget. But I got you a book.
Yeah, there you go. You got me. And you gave me a bunch of and you also gave me the
that bundle. That
bundle of DaVinci Resolve stuff. So yeah, I was like, shit, yeah, I'm good. I'm good for a while. I'm good till next year.
And all that was planned.
It was planned.
Exactly for your birthday.
That's exactly that. See, y'all see that's called mastermind shit. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Man, I forgot what I was saying. So I'm 3 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
So like as I'm 95, 96, 15, 16, that's actually big in age. Now it's nothing. Like we're both in our 40s, just old dudes, right? But then it's like you're 12. 11 actually. So if I'm 15, you're 11, 12. And it's like, yes, you're still solid Power Rangers,
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm talking. I was deep to my elbows in Power Ranger shit. Like I was still like getting the toys, playing the video games, watching. Like I literally used to set my VCR to record it because there were I think at that particular point like it would be coming on as I was getting out of school and I didn't want to miss anything. So like I would set the VCR record and I would come home and watch it like that day. Like oh yeah, no, I gotta watch this shit. No. And like I wouldn't even fast forward through any of it. Just be like, no. I was like, yeah. Like all that shit. I was too into it. I was so into it, all my friends made fun of me for it. But then they all started telling on themselves when that Green Ranger shit started happening because they like everybody was making. Like, I remember when
everybody was talking about that shit.
Everybody, like I remember when it was at my birthday party, and I remember getting because it was actually because with all the lineup on it, I think it was like my 10th or 11th birthday or whatever, and the Power Ranger toys were out, and my mom had gotten me some for. She got me like all 5 Rangers and like I think Goldar and King Spinks, and she got me a Megazord, and like all my friends were making fun of me while I was opening my presents. Like, oh, look at watch that baby shit, what fucking stupid ass Power Rangers.
Yeah,
man, look,
yeah.
They're like, man, look, man, look, little baby. Here's a little fucking baby. Like that's how they were. That's how they were treating me. That's how they were treating. That's how they did me. But let me tell you something. When that Green Ranger shit came out. Yeah, bro, man, did you see that Green Ranger? Man, dude, Green Ranger cold the motherfucker. Man, dude, you see how he was? Nah, man, you see how he beat him up? He threw Power Rangers. Dude, that shit was so great. I was like, oh, I thought y'all didn't watch Power Rangers. Oh yeah, no, man. Man, we always
the flute. Everybody's playing flute.
Look, let me hear. You heard the it was like, oh yeah, it's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Go ahead and
let's go.
look. That was like, I'm not gonna lie. That was the clarion call. That was like, you heard that shit. It was your ass. It was your ass. But no, we basically, and y'all know how much I love. Y'all know how much I love Super Sentai and stuff like that. So like Power Rangers was just like a dead given, like right there. Like there was no way I wasn't gonna watch it. But yeah, the show had a lot of woes, and I think there's a name that is gonna live in infamy. There's gonna be a name that's gonna live in infamy for pretty much the rest of its days. And I actually find it funny that it still exists to this day. Like, I know there's like the new logo that's more, I guess, sanitized and nice looking, but I'm gonna just keep it a buck. The main one for me is just this Saban Entertainment, basically. They will forever live in infamy because they ran what was at best a shady organization. And while Thuy Trang is not here to tell her side of the story of it, both Austin St. John and Walter Jones, they still are. And I will say this too, just real quick, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm not doing my due diligence. Yes, I do remember that Austin St. John has done something really heinous. So I'm not playing patty cakes with him on this one. We're not playing footsie with Austin St. John on this.
Dang, you're gonna make me Google, huh?
You
know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? I'm about to Google it.
Oh man,
but
you really want to know
something funny?
What's that?
Yeah. We wouldn't want to distract from the main message, so we can talk about it after.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
But let me tell you something that's kind of funny about that. Bro, I'm a good judge of character. I have no idea what you're talking about. But the whole time I'm listening to him talk, like the way he like talks to Manuel Jones. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't like this dude. Like he's just like he's fake. He got that stupid fucking shirt that every fucking like middle-aged white dad fucking wears. It's like, man, I don't know what it is, but I ignored it, right? But no, I'm like,
nah, you were right. Yeah, I will address this too. No, he did not do adult films. Also, by the way, real quick, speaking of adult films, I did not forget about that. 1999. Super chat. I didn't forget about it. Nope. I just got off in the weeds. I apologize. But no, yeah, he was talking. Yeah, he did that whole thing. He was about reclaiming quotes from Hitler, like with his T-shirt line. That was just wild to me. He did not do adult films as people tried to say that he did. Ken's familiar right here. So I'm like, shilling Hitler on his clothing line in an attempt, along with a claim he stole his helmet prop from a charity event. I heard about that. Also, well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. So some of you might have remembered the PPP loans that were going around during COVID. He basically defrauded the United States government out of $3.5 million in PPP loans. And to my understanding, actually, I have it right here. He pled guilty to the charges in April of this year. If I think they said if he actually gets convicted, he could face up to 20 years in prison. So take that how you will. So I don't want
There's
anyone
an X post here says Austin St. John has now become the White Power Ranger. I didn't get it at first. I was like,
oh yeah.
Oh, that's dirty work right there.
Damn,
That's nasty.
That is
Get him.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a good one. I wish I'd have thought of it first.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's like when did he do that? No,
I don't remember that.
Never. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember doing that. But no, you would be correct. He did in fact do that. Yeah. But here I'm gonna pull up this video and let's we're gonna
real quick right before you start. I just want to give a quick interlude.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Since we have a lot more people in, don't forget to like this video. It's really easy to miss it because I know how it is, especially if you watch it on your phone and the live chat, just minimize it, like it. It's free. Please. If you like this and you want to support, that's free and it really does help. If you are new here and you're just trying to figure this out, or if you're new here and you're more familiar with the Blerd Cave, this is the Nerds of Culture, and this is in the Blerd Without Fear multiverse. Nerds of Culture is on Thursday. Blerd Cave is on Saturday. Blerd Cave is all comic books all day, and then here we do nerd shit, with some lefty shit and with a dash of sazon, right? The culture with a dash of sazon. And then last thing, streamlabs.com/tips/Blerd Without Fear. Yeah. If you want to financially support the channel, that's where you go,
and we will appreciate. Yes. Shout out to Devontre with the 5 gifted subs, and also shout to Stomp 10 out here with the $4.99 says, "What's up, Blurs? Did you ever get to play Space Marines 2? That's another game on my list of like when I said earlier.
I saw it the other day and I was like, damn, I gotta get that one too.
Yeah, that is a game that is on my list. That is like it's sitting on my wish list, just looking at me, just like. It's like, what are you doing, man? It's like, what are you doing? And like every time,
you can't worry about that last part. You cannot worry about the last part because Warhammer's fucked anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Warhammer's fucked anyway. You just gotta know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, and this is why. The fan base is fucked. But here's what I will say.
That's it.
Yeah, the fan base fucked. But the studio that makes Warhammer, they actually care about representation. I think I actually remember seeing. I'm fuck the game studio that made Space Marine 2, they're on some bullshit because they actually fed in to the narrative that, Space Marine's great because it isn't buying all that woke bullshit. But the thing is, the actual like tabletop game Warhammer and thus Games Workshop, they are actually, to my understanding, a very inclusive company. I know lots of people who work for them and have worked for them that have always had nothing but good things to say. And they actually released a statement back when people were getting hot and bothered and in their feelings about female Space Marines being shown off in some of their newer material. And they basically said, yeah, fuck you. We're doing this anyway. We don't care. And that, to me, is the only correct response.
That's right. That's right. You know what it's like? It's kind of like pro wrestling and MMA.
Yes. Yes.
Look, we know. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I pirate that shit. But you just gotta, Odinism, heathenism. You know what I mean? That completely taken over by fucking white supremacists. But you know who hates it? Heathens and followers of Odin. They all those priests up there, they hate that shit. So
100%. And I've said this. I think I've said this so many times that it's probably not even funny. But I like to keep this thing cocked and loaded every single time we start talking about corporations and things of that magnitude. Here, I'm gonna pull this up. I like to keep this thing cocked and loaded. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Life begins at conception.
But it's true though.
It's true though. This one is no less true, but it's actually this one. This is the one. Sorry, I usually have both of those. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, remember, kids, you shop local and steal corporate. Until next time. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, keep that one. I like to keep that one ready.
Free.
Yeah, guilt free. Guilt fucking free.
Damn. What's up, Careless Motor? Out here
Jesus
dropping
Christ.
the bomb.
I was looking at it. I was like, sir, this is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Says, he says, great to see you're recovering, Robo. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Blerd Without Fear and belated birthday to Carter Presents. Happy Friday. And get those likes up. God damn it. So here's the deal. And I want to just go ahead and say this right now. Before we, because I know we're standing on ceremony a little bit, but I got to do it for this one. This, if anything, because I know it's going to be a wild next however many days, whatever the case. There is all kind of crazy shit that's going on out there in the world. I just want to make sure that it goes without saying that as I take another trip around the sun, I just want to say thank you everybody that's here. Even the people who aren't here, just people who are follow the channel, whatever. Because honestly, I never thought in my wildest of wild dreams that this would be my thing, that this would be what I do with my life. And it has afforded me a lot of great opportunities, and I've gotten to have some amazing conversations. It actually kind of got put in perspective for me when I realized that there are a lot more people in the industry who actually know who I am than I initially thought. So I just want to say shout out to the to y'all for making Blerd Without Fear a household name at least in the realm of the comic book industry. So shout out to y'all. Y'all really would make this whole thing blow up like it does. Let's get into the video. Here we go. Man, he does actually look like a piece of shit. God damn.
Right?
Oh man. Oh my god.
It's so me. It's like I just don't even know how to put my finger on it. Like I see dudes like this and I'm like, what he looks like 100%. He is that I voted for. I would have voted for him a third time type of dude. He's like, what's up, guys? And he's like, I'm such a wears New Balances and shit.
That breaks
but
my
then
heart.
he goes in the house and he says the N-word.
Oh man, that hurts. That hurts. I mean,
what he's. Let me tell you something about his N-word though. When he says, I don't mean all, right? He is sincere. He says that behind closed doors to his wife. That's how he's convinced. I'm just going, and that's all just off his shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100% real here. It just, it breaks my heart. And I'll just leave it at that. But
this ain't about him.
This ain't about him. And also, you know what? I'm gonna say something so controversial and yet so brave after this is all over. So you heard it here first, but I'm gonna wait till after we get through the video. Because I think, how long is this thing? It's like what?
Damn, movie do we do this? That's a good one. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I think we got this. So here, let's get through the video. Here, I'm gonna bring the volume up on this. And like I said, we'll probably.
Oh wait, what were you gonna do? Is so brave? So what?
Oh, I'm gonna say it after. I'm gonna say it after. So yeah.
Got it.
I don't want to say it now because I don't want to give the game away. But yeah, I will say this: if you actually go and if you go and read the comments on the original video, I think 50% of them are basically just how dude, Walter Jones still looks the same as he did.
Bro, okay.
When he was on the show.
I don't want to go off. I don't want to go off tangent here. That shit is fucking. Look, That's not right. That's not fucking right. Look, black don't crack my ass. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. What's that fucking South Park with the fucking they're drinking the fetus juice?
Oh yeah,
where Christopher Reeves cracks open the baby and eats him, bro.
It's
not a spec. And I know there's hair dye and stuff like that, but you know what? Every single time I've seen a dude at this age use hair dye, it's embarrassing for him.
Obvious.
Like you will never see me wear hair dye because I think I will look ridiculous because like, bro, stop. You know, this guy straight the fuck up looks 25 years old, and he's 3 years older than the other dude.
Yes. And that's, like I said, it's wild to me. Like honestly, this motherfucker is literally aging like a fine ass wine. Like, dude, it's 50. So they clone
50,
Walter.
53. This motherfucker's 53. He's 10 years older than me.
Dude. Bruh.
That's fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Man.
Look.
That's fucking wild.
That is, I'm sorry. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now, someone's playing God. Okay, I don't even believe in God. Right. Someone's playing God. This ain't right.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. When you said 53, all I heard was just like, I literally heard the like death's door. That's literally what I heard. Like when you said, "Oh yeah, dude, he's only like 53 years old," I was like, 53? 53? In what universe? Dude, like, soon as you said that shit.
Right. That's not right. That's not even fucking fair, dude.
Dude, as soon as you said that shit, I was like, nah, bro. Death is coming for me. Death is coming for me. I was like, no.
Look, I don't even care.
Like this.
I don't even care what the substance is. Whatever he puts on his foot, whatever lotion he's doing or he's using as lotion, I don't even care. I'll buy it.
Bruh. Let's go. Dude, let's go. This motherfucker got the quickening. Like,
it is the semen from the mountain lion, for the mountain lions of the. I'm like, okay, yep, all right, bottle it up.
It's like, there it is. It's like, yeah, it's like, we got it, man. We got it. That's it. That's yeah. I mean, dude, that sounds. I'm not gonna lie. It's so crazy.
Substance.
It's, dude. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
He's got the fucking substance.
He's got the substance.
The real 54-year-old dude is laying on the fucking bathroom floor with the little his back sewed up.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, like, cause you know what? I'm not gonna lie though. When I look at him,
little 70s, little 60s, it's a little black power.
Yeah, it's a little political. It's a little political, you know.
Yeah, I mean Angela Bassett, but here's the thing: is like Angela Bassett looks good. Don't get me wrong now.
Oh no, she looks fantastic.
You can tell she's an older lady.
Yeah, you can tell she's older now. Like, yeah,
that's what's fucking up my brain. It's like, this is not like, man, that's a good looking. He looks good for 50. Okay, yeah. No, man, he just looks 30. Like, period. You know, like
he looks and sounds the same as he did on Power Rangers Episode 1. Hell, fuck that. I'll take you a step back. I'll really fuck y'all's heads up. I actually sat down and watched the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers pilot for the first time in years. And when I say the pilot, I'm not talking about the Day of the Dumpster episode that everybody saw. I'm talking about the one that they actually reference in this video where TeeSpring was not training. That's what he looks like. He looks like that version of Zach today, which is just wild.
That's wild.
But yeah, anyway.
Okay.
Let's get
apparently he got screwed over. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, what? Look, you know what?
Sorry, you get to look 30 for the rest of your life, and you got screwed over when you're 18.
Look, I think we know we can all boil this down.
It's woke.
Yeah, it's woke. He's woke. That's what it is. He's fucking wokester. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what he does. But no, I'm joking. Anyway, let's go through the video.
This is the part that gets me. We agreed that we were going to stick together as a unit.
Right.
We were going to fight this together.
Right. That didn't happen.
He's like,
Well,
he's being nice about it.
Different people, for their different reasons, change their mind. I mean, obviously, that would be Amy Jo and David Yost and Jason Frank, and all of them had their own reasons for deciding. You know, we don't really want to negotiate the contract. Grin and bear it. But we wanted to stand up for ourselves because we felt like we were being bullied, and we felt like we deserved more, and that we had earned the right to be treated like professional actors.
You know that scene,
Hey, man,
like in
welcome to
cartoons,
Fanword.
where they're
I'm
like,
Austin.
they're like, yeah, but you and what army? And like, well, me and all my friends. And they turn around and they're alone. That's what happened to these two. They're
That's
like,
what it was.
oh,
They're like,
nah,
no.
we're standing up, Saban. Saban.
No, you know
Oh,
that you.
shit, it's just us.
You know, it's like, hey, yeah, man, we got your back. Way back. Like the motherfuckers like just step back and like you'd be like, what? Huh? And then all of a sudden the floor falls out from you. You do like the little and then you fall down. That's basically what they did to him, man.
That's it. Oh man.
But
They
anyway,
did dirty.
Anyway,
My
I
man.
understand her line.
oh, you had to do him like that. You had to do him like that. You had to do him like that. Anyway,
And
Walter Emmanuel Jones.
we've done a lot of videos. We've done a lot of work together, a lot of episodes. We have spent a lot
Even
of
his voice.
time doing something.
can I just say it does sound like he's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be fair. I do feel like Walter is just chilling. I feel like he's reading. I feel like Austin St. John's reading. I don't. You know what? Let me shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna play this.
Incredible stuff all around the world. He and I got to talking. We realized that while each of us has talked about why we left the show,
He's rehearsed this.
we have never really done it in depth and
Yeah.
not
That's
together.
right. Yeah.
Man, why don't you kick it off? Tell them what you remember.
Well,
Why don't you go first?
you know,
Like, yeah,
what
it's
happened was
good
I
for
know a
him.
lot of our fans.
And then
were
I'll
very
just piggyback
disappointed when we
you.
left the show, right? I mean, we were disappointed. We didn't want to leave. We wanted
Yeah.
to be there. We wanted to do the movie. We had earned this movie. This movie was
Yeah.
like,
And it was like 30 days before the movie.
yeah, it was like the catalog.
Okay, I got to interject on
This
this.
is really not about hating this dude, but it's like,
Yeah, it's easy to do. It's easy to do. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you what. Jason David Frank would never. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I would say. Anyway, but here's my thing. Here's my thing with this, and then we'll get right back to it.
well, Jason Frank was one of the scams too, so
he
maybe
was that. Yeah,
who
he was.
knows?
Well, no, he was like. Well, no, you know what it was. My wrestling heads, y'all know what I'm talking about. He was the Hogan. I bet he was the Hogan. He was the one who was getting paid. He was the one who was really getting paid. And when everybody else was like, man, I ain't making I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm not trying to make him out to be a bad person, but I would not be surprised with the popularity of his character. I would not be shocked if he made more money than everybody else. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Shit. I just noticed his goddamn finger.
Oh, you never knew that?
Nah, what happened?
Oh no, that's a I think he was
Permanent?
born that way. Yeah, I think he was born that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. never
Yeah,
noticed
he
that.
well, and the thing is, because he was missing a finger on Power Rangers, but they hid it very cleverly, so you never really ever noticed it.
You wouldn't have to
really
do
ever
that
noticed it.
today. It would have just been like, they would have made a little episode about it, about how they bullied him, and then you make a lesson like,
Yeah.
hey, some people only have 4 fingers, man. And just do your thing.
Yeah, dude, easy money. But no, but and you know what? Back then, well, we didn't really have that back then. But
Oh,
you know,
my bad. He's not 53. He's not 53.
How old is he?
54.
Okay, first off, that's
Nigga,
please. That's worse. That is somehow.
Yeah.
That is somehow. You just made it worse. You just made it.
I set it up. I set it up that way on purpose because I'm funny. I'm funny like that.
God damn you! God
November
damn you.
30th, 1970. My mother. Look at me, okay? Look at me.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, go
Hold
ahead. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. My mother, who gave birth to me, was 10. That's all. That's all I have. This fucking life's not fair, man. This is not fair.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like the whole time I'm just like, bruh, like what is going on?
Like
here?
this is supposed to be about like, man, these kids got screwed over, but really all that's been happening is like, man, that dude on the left is a piece of shit, and I cannot fucking believe that guy's 54 years old. Anyways, back to them getting screwed over. This segment is literally about how they got screwed. You know, but
no, actually, no.
I guess.
No, psych, we lied. It's about how we got screwed, and that motherfucker right there got the young
the
juice.
genetic lottery.
Right? That's what the show is really about. We got your ass. No, it's in all seriousness, it's not what it's about.
To what we had built up to. So we went from nothing into like the world's greatest kids show in the world in 40 countries and
90 languages?
Yeah, which was pretty incredible.
And it was going to be a $40 million film done in Australia.
The TV show itself was non-union, okay?
Yep.
So originally we got a contract, and the contract was not that great, but we were told, hey, you could take this contract and show it to your lawyers or to your agent, but first person comes back and wants to change anything, we're going to fire you.
See, he got a different message that day than I did because I was underage.
Look at this
it was
shit.
a week
Listen to
before
this.
my 18th birthday, and I was like, and I wasn't there. I didn't have a parent. I didn't have an agent because I wasn't an actor. So I didn't know anything. And I can remember them looking at me, and I was like, shouldn't I have like my mom or dad here or an agent? And they looked at me, and they're like, there are about 300 other people outside that door that will sign that if you don't. And that was what I got. I was like, okay.
Dude.
And they just told me, could you post-date it a week to your 18th birthday?
Well,
And there's literally,
as an actor,
literally
as an
nothing you
actor
could do about it.
pursuing
Nope.
the
Nothing.
acting career. The pilot was it was a pilot, and we were told beforehand, if this pilot gets picked up, it's going to be picked up for 40 episodes. Now, 40 episodes is unheard of because
Huge.
usually a series is 12 episodes.
A single season. Yeah.
A single season, right? And so
Okay, real quick, I just want to jump in, and this funny too because you know what? I actually remember being one of those people. I was actually thinking like, oh man, dude, that's so crazy. Like, isn't it weird how like TV shows now, it's like they don't make as many episodes for TV shows anymore. Like they only do like 8, 10, maybe 12 episodes for a season. And like, dude, what the fuck is this bullshit? And then I remembered, I was like, oh, that's right. When Power Rangers was on the air, and actually you can kind of blame the 80s for this, because like if you go back and watch like old cartoons, a lot of old cartoons had like 60, 70 episode like first seasons, and they actually still do that now, but
The
that's
reruns throughout the later ones.
right. But the thing is, that's actually considered incredibly, even though technically more shows do that than not, it's still considered unusual for TV shows to have like so many episodes of like like in kids TV, it's probably more normal, but like in like primetime TV, you don't see that. You're not going to see that anymore. Not really. Not like with like not like on the same level you would like kids television programming, but for kids television programming, what they're talking about is normal. Like it is normal now.
So check this out. I until you started like the explaining it just now.
Yeah,
I had misread that whole thing because when they said 40 episodes and they were talking about usually they go 12 episodes, I thought they were signing them on for like 4 years or something.
Oh no!
I didn't realize season one had 60 episodes. I just looked that up. That's wild.
Well, okay, and so here's the funny thing.
60 episodes.
Now so here's the funny thing about what you just discovered, okay? Here's the funny thing about what you just discovered. The season of Super Sentai that they based Mighty Morphin on, which was, I think it was Kyoryu Sentai Ziyu Ranger. So that series, and a lot of tokusatsu shows tend to be this way, just in general. That season of Super Sentai was only 50 episodes. So you know what that means. That means they squeezed some shit out of them 50 episodes. Because for the most part, they were doing, it was mostly shot for shot remakes, but at the same time, they were also kind of like doing their own thing in a lot of cases, but they actually were closer to the show than what people might have realized. So yeah, that means they were definitely squeezing some episodes out of some places that didn't exist. Exactly what Elite just said. They were cutting and pasting their ass off. Is basically what they were doing. They were cutting and pasting their ass off. You goddamn right they were. And as a matter of fact, if you really want to put a finer point on it, the fact that they made a season 2, off of a show that only ran 50 episodes, that's actually why when you get into season 2, why they had to get new Zords. Why that they kept having to change. Oh, well, we're going to use, what kind of power can we use? Let's use the power of mythical creatures. Okay, yeah. That's the ticket. We ran through all the episodes of that season. Oh, shit. Okay, here's what we do. They had a season after that was about ninjas, right? Okay, use that stuff. Okay, now they have ninja powers. Oh, fuck, we use that. Actually, here's the real nasty work. You know how they used those ninja costumes? Like not they had their regular Power Rangers costumes, but they had like the cloth ninja outfits that they would wear. Those were from the same show that the Alien Rangers costumes were from. Those cloth costumes were what the Rangers in Kaku Ranger would wear before they got into their actual like Sentai costumes. And they took the Zords from that show and split them between 2 different shows.
That's wild.
So yeah, Devontre knows what I'm talking about.
I don't.
That shit is like I said, it just I will say this. That is just one of the many things, like as we get through the rest of this video, everything I'm saying, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, makes sense. Saban was basically Johnny Cut Corners every fucking time. They were basically the Canon film group of the 90s, basically. But anyway, let's get to it.
40 episodes as somebody that's never had a television show is pretty tremendous. And
years of work.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, it was like, well, this is contract's not very good and it's non-union, but 40 episodes is a lot of experience to have under your belt. And if this does anything, then even if it doesn't do anything, I got 40 episodes of experience on my belt as an actor, as a lead actor on a television show.
Yeah, that's crazy because for me, again, I learned from all these guys because I literally knew nothing. I was still in high school. I literally dropped out of high school to take the job. So while he's talking about lead roles, 40 episodes, I knew none of that.
This is where I figured it out right here.
Oh, wait, talking about the
the age. I was like, huh? What did he say?
Like, excuse you?
Nah, I heard that wrong. Let me rewind that.
Nah, rewind. but I mean that is something to take into consideration. This man literally dropped out of high school to take this job, which it's not unheard of. But I mean, you think about who he was at that time frame. He's still in high school, not graduated yet. He's young, fresh-faced, has not experienced the world in any major way. And
he said, worst comes to worst, he could still try out his idea of selling shirts with Hitler quotes on it.
Yeah, that's a fallback plan.
He'll do something.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, exactly. And I'll also say this too. Kind of to go back to, I kind of alluded to something earlier. I was going to say something so controversial and yet so brave.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to say everything he's done. But the fact that this guy got indoctrinated into Hollywood that early in life, and I say that just in the sense that he got a crash course indoctrination into the hard knock life of Hollywood, where a lot of other child actors, they probably got indoctrinated into it like when they were babies, or maybe not much older than the baby. So you're thinking about a guy who was in high school, and suddenly he's a TV star. He's a TV sensation.
Right.
That is not something normal to have to wrestle with. So I'm not saying it excuses any weird ass fucking behavior he's ever perpetrated, but I will say his weird behavior makes way more sense. It makes, and I'm also, man, it's gonna sound fucked up. I'm actually willing to give him just a little bit of grace and say that, like, it's still his fault. I mean,
what you talking about, Willis?
Picking Hitler quotes to put on Hitler on T-shirts is a choice. But I feel like just because of the fact this motherfucker probably had the most abnormal of childhoods, at least later in life, and then got what I feel is probably one of the most fucked up firsthand fuck around and find out lessons in Hollywood history, it does make me feel sorry for him a little bit. It does make me feel sorry. Like, I mean, I feel sorry for everybody that was involved in Power Rangers because everybody got fucked. I think the only person who didn't get there are two people. There's two people who did not get royally fucked. Actually, no, I take that back. 3 people who did not get royally fucked over by Power Rangers. Or if they did, if they were fucked over, they recovered gracefully enough that you wouldn't know. That's Johnny Young Bosch, who went on from Power Rangers to become one of the most iconic and most recognizable voice actors in the history of anime. Johnny Young Bosch, I mean, the guy's literally been every major character of an anime just about that you would give a fuck about. It just, like, I mean, he's basically Teflon. You can't touch him. I honestly don't think he can have a bad day. I mean, I'm sure he can, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't think he can fail because he's that much of a beast in the anime voice acting, video game industry. Yeah, that motherfucker landed on his feet better than anybody. Amy Jo Johnson, she basically distanced herself from Power Rangers. She went on to have her own TV show that, I mean, it did okay until it didn't. And she's even come back to Power Rangers in the sense of she did the comic at Boom Studios for the Pink Ranger. It was like a whole tribute to the Pink Ranger. She got to be over that. So she did well. Jason David Frank, I mean, at least in terms of on the surface level, come to find out, yes, he had tons of problems that were going on in his personal life, but like by comparison to everybody else, while yes, he was suffering internally, which for that, honestly, that in and of itself is fucked up. But the fact that like he maintained a level of popularity and fame and he actually like was embraced by fans everywhere and pretty much, I would say, as a universally beloved figure in like probably the most universally beloved figure in the history of Power Rangers, whether it helped his career or hurt it or whatever. And I think he even had a pretty fairly successful MMA career. I don't remember his win-loss record. But that said, I think, I think this is the long and short of it is, I feel like, Austin St. John, he got the short end of the stick. He was one of the 3 like that got the shortest end of the stick, probably. But
because I'm looking at Walter Emmanuel Jones's thing here, and I mean, he has a lot of like appearances, Family Matters, Moesha, stuff like that. But
yeah, he did Parenthood. Like he was always on stuff.
House Party in 2023, but no big movies, that's for sure.
No. He maintained a low key career. Yeah, he maintained a low key career.
He did voice acting for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Hey, buddy.
Yep. Aw, those puppers.
Yeah.
But no, well, I didn't mean to derail us like that, but yeah, just I had to get that in there. Not to mention it helps with keeping the bots off our ass. But anyway.
Be a superhero on TV. Like, that was, wow.
Who doesn't want to do that, right?
Right,
Everybody wants to be a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, yo. So we did the show. The show became a huge success. Within the first week, they told us, congratulations, guys.
Your show is #1 in the world.
#1. And we're sitting down looking at each other like...
It was so informal.
The world? Did you... Did you say the world?
Yeah. Number one on the Nielsen's rating? Was that the same
Nielsen's ratings and the
it was
Look at this
crazy.
capitalist pig.
Here we are with this number one kids show in the world.
Watch
that
this.
took down some pretty heavy competition in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Every day we're getting better. Now we've entered our second season. 40 episodes down in the tanks. We're the number one kids show. We're going to the market and our faces on the magazines. You know, when you go to market and you're like, oh, that's me on the magazine right there. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'll take this juicy fruit, thank you.
That's right. Back in the day, we had this TV guide. You don't know what that is now, but we were on the covers of TV Guide and Teen Beat magazine.
And
we were
Disney
everywhere.
Adventure, all this cool stuff. The experience was amazing. Although it wasn't something that made us, we weren't wealthy. Obviously, we weren't making that much money on the show.
Bro, we were
Contracts
broke.
it was a non-union contract, so we weren't making a lot of money. It's not like we could buy brand new cars. I think we were driving our Beaters.
Isn't that weird
for a
how
long
whenever
time.
anybody talks about
Eventually, in the second
isn't it weird whenever anybody talks about non-union? If anybody ever talks about non-union in the context of their work, it's always about getting screwed.
Oh no, 100%. What you just said. There's a reason why unions are necessary.
Yeah,
That
I
this
just
is a
don't
case study for it.
understand. And this is just a thought. It's just a thought. We're not deep diving or nothing. I'm always so frustrated how the right has become the voice for the working man when literally every fucking policy they have is a detriment to the working class.
Yes,
And it's so baffling. It's so
well,
baffling.
it's
Anyways.
no, and I also throw this out to you. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but just in case, I'm going to say it, just because I feel it needs to be said every time, because I feel like we live in a society where people do not understand how unions actually work. And it's very easy for those people to be lied to about what unions are. Unions' jobs are not to squeeze a company to death to the point that it goes out of business just to pay workers. No. What a union actually does is that they go in and they analyze the money that the company makes to see how to maximize the pay for the employees, as well as also make sure they're treated fairly, but without running the company into the ground. That is the job of a union. They're not like I think the way unions get painted, it's always like Trizzo. Oh, the union's gonna come in and like, all right, well, how much money y'all making? How much money y'all make a year? Oh, you make $2 billion a year. Well, guess what? You got to give 1.9999999999999 of those billions to your employees, but we don't. But that won't cover. We won't have enough to cover our operating costs. Too bad you went with the union. That's not how unions work. That's how corporations want you to think unions work.
Yeah. There are sure, Brian. There are bad unions, but then, but that's the point, though.
Yeah.
When you have a dictatorship in every corporation, right? In every organization in the United States of America, it is ran as a dictatorship, right? The only way that you can have a voice is through the union. That's how you democratize the workforce. So if you have a union who's corrupt or is not doing their job or is screwing you, well, then it's time to run for you know what I mean? You can't vote your boss out. But you can vote the union president out,
Yes. And the thing is, like, it can be bad, but I think it could be way worse when you don't have one. And there's a reason why. Like, I'll put it like this. No company.
Police unions they don't count. They're class
those don't count. No. Well,
they literally work to make sure that that police don't aren't held accountable.
Police unions, that's something entirely I'll put it to you like this. Every person I have ever known personally who has been a cop, they usually don't last. They usually end up going to go do something else because it changes them. And you have to be like, I think here in Memphis, and I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but I'll just say this. Because I think just the other day, the FBI fucking I declared the police department of my city, Memphis, Tennessee, they declared the MPD racist and over policing and actively creating and increasing racial tension and excessively going after minorities.
Weird.
Matter of fact, my police department is getting sued. They're literally getting the pants sued off of them currently. Some of you may have heard about the Tyree Nichols murder here in Memphis. The Memphis Police Department is being sued, I think, to the tune of over $500 million for the death of that young man. And there's a good reason for it, because the FBI, and the thing is, this wasn't like some woke ass fucking organization that came in and looked over the show. It was like, no, this was a government entity who, it's actually probably better for them if they ignore what the MPD is doing. And they were like, yeah, this is a racist organization. Like, these people are basically, like, they're literally targeting black and brown people.
Yeah.
And they went through their training and saw that they were teaching these people to excessively go after black and brown people. So yeah, no. The police union, fuck them. But every other union, I think, yeah. Anytime you hear a corporation trying to tell you, oh man, see, if y'all bring a union in here, it's just gonna make things worse. No,
right, you gotta
not
pay
for
dues
you.
And yeah.
Exactly. They want you to think it's gonna be bad for you. No, it's gonna be bad for them, because they're not gonna get to have that second yacht.
That's right. Yeah.
Or that fourth yacht.
And union employees on average make more money. That's just period. Dot. You know what I mean? Because you have somebody out there. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, anyway, carrying on. But yes, Ooby-Doo, yeah, basically. Yeah,
Damn.
basically. So,
I mean, that's like, that's why, because you're reading off and like, damn, that's every police department. So for this one to be named for it,
yes,
that's rough.
Yeah, that's bad. There's a very strong chance the MPD will not look the same way it does today, next year, this time next year. But that said, carrying on.
Second season, we were offered a contract to do a commercial, and with this commercial, we would get these free Suzuki sidekicks,
which were recalled later because they would flip over on their sides.
Yeah.
They're like, go ahead, you can have that.
Exactly.
Go
you can have this
yourself.
car for doing this commercial. Now, as a SAG actor on a commercial, you might make anywhere from $30,000 to $45,000 for a SAG commercial Exhibit A.
That's just payment. That's not the residual.
Payment and residuals. And so that would be fair as a SAG actor, but again, we're non-union. Not necessarily fair, but the idea for the cars was, it was an incentive to do this, and we did it, and it was cool. The cars didn't turn out. We didn't get to pick our own cars. They just gave us whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 3 white ones. We got
I don't remember the other.
I don't know the other colors, but I think we got a little paycheck. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't big. It wasn't what it was
There's a reason we don't remember it.
Yeah. So
That right there, and I know how it could be very easy. I know it can be very easy to hear that the tone, the tenor of that statement, but I guarantee you, based on like, because you kind of have to look at things, the job, you can't think of what they do the same way you think about your own job and how much you get paid. I would say the fact that he says, they say, we don't remember how much the check was because it wasn't shit. I guarantee you it was not like real money. Like it might have been just barely, if it was anything, it was probably barely enough, to cover their SAG fees or it was non-union, so it wouldn't matter. The SAG fees wouldn't matter anyway. But like it probably wasn't even enough to pay their fucking rent. Let's just put it like that.
So he'll say something later that gives you it's an estimate the way he says it, but it'll give you a ballpark, and it is shit.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good number.
Second season, we're doing the show and things are going well, but it's weird because they lowered the budget on the set. So the first season, our craft service was like amazing. We had all this healthy stuff.
Craft service was where they set up all the food on set, so you can go and eat and get coffee and drink.
Protein
and the food
bars and all this cool stuff that you can eat that was healthy for you. And the second season, craft service was like just
here's your celery stick and your
potato
cookies.
chips, and it was like not anything that was necessarily healthy for us. And it was weird because it's was like, that's where did the budget drop?
How do you drop it on
They
the
made
world's...
$1 billion in the first season.
Like, how do I squeeze more money out of this?
$99 million.
This was literally them saying, this is when I say them, I'm talking about Saban. This was literally them saying, like, all right, so this is what we do. All right, we got the $1 billion. So now we just coast.
I gotta pay hush money.
Yeah, I gotta pay. I got
to those kids.
Yeah, I got 10 kids out here. The hookers hookers and blow cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's I gotta put that in that. I can't put it back into the show.
Epstein is making this island, and I told him I'd go in on it.
Yeah. Oh, and the plane too. He said we needed a plane to get there, so I said that I'd put in on the fueling for it. So I mean, I gotta pay for that. I actually want to look something up. I want to look up the budget for the let's see, episode budget. There we go. I just want to see because I'm just so curious. I love knowing shit. So here's the thing. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so here it is right here. So basically, when they were making the show, man, this is insane. This is insane.
This is in 90s money.
We're talking
about like
money.
Captain Marvel making $1 billion and da. This is one season of a 90s show making $1 billion. Like, that's unreal.
Which does not even like. It's insane. I can't. Oh man, you know what? They're not sharing. So okay, they're not sharing how much it costs, but I can tell you this much. Okay, let's take into account that they're not paying these people shit. That the footage, most of the footage that you are witnessing, is actually stock footage from another TV show. So they're not having to pay for the Megazords. They're not having to pay. They're not having to pay for Megazord scenes. At least not as much as they probably would have. They're having to pay for. For costuming. They got to take care of that. And the budget was technically slashed because you can actually look at the costuming for Green Ranger, and it's always easy to tell when it's new footage versus stock footage. Because if you see the new footage, the shield that the shoulder pads of the Green Ranger wore, they were always like, look nice. They look crisp. They look like solid. But whenever it was the American footage, it was always like, it looked like some shit you got from Party City. That's how you could always tell. So I mean, yeah, they were operating on a ham sandwich budget, most likely.
Yeah,
it
but
was
not because they had to, but because
no. It was definitely not for that. But carrying on.
Add one. That's $1 billion. That's $1 billion. $999 million.
If you spent every day on a street corner handing out a $1 bill, you could not pass out $1 billion in your lifetime.
You would expect that after all of the success of the first season, that we would get a big bump in the second season, but we did not. And the show was successful, and we had contracts, and we were continuing to work, and it was getting better. So it was like, we'll stick it out. So we're
see where it goes.
Yeah, see where it goes.
Give them the faith.
We're here. We're in it to win it. It looks like everything's going great.
I agree with all that. For me, I had people on the crew from behind the scenes, and they were probably talking to you too, all you guys. I mean, we all talked about it a lot.
Yeah,
but I can remember a lot of the crew coming to me off camera, being like, "Man, you guys should go union. This should be.
Exactly.
Look at what they're doing. You guys are getting screwed. Blah 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 blah." Because the crew, they were getting paid even crappier than we were. It was really about helping everybody on the set just get what they're worth, man. Not get rich.
Exactly. Make it union. Make it fair. Because when you're in the union, what happens is there's rules that have to be abided by. If you go over a certain time and overtime, you have to be paid a certain amount. If you got over that, you get like twilight time, golden time. So then you don't mind doing the work because, well, you're being compensated for it. And what you make is according to what Screen Actors Guild was called normal.
But what that does for the producers is it drives their budget up, and they get angry because now their margins slim. But that's on a show that's not making a lot of money. On a show that's made $1 billion, you're not really supposed to worry about just giving people a bump and taking care of them.
And that's in the first season. So second season, you know it's already doing quite well.
Yeah.
Basically, it was unfair. It was unfair to the actors that we couldn't afford a house. We still couldn't really afford a car.
The crew, too.
You know, the crew
A
as
house.
well. Like
It was unfair.
Bro.
He's
unfair.
being really nice about it.
It
sucked.
But we're famous.
Well, here's the thing, dude. This is insane to me. It's
They had beaters, couldn't afford a house on a show, world famous, made $1 billion. Every kid in multiple countries, those sorts of people are, and they're broke.
yeah. It's like, could you imagine? Okay, I want to paint a scenario. I'm not saying this actually happened, but could you imagine being a kid walking around and seeing, like, imagine you're at a grocery store. We'll use grocery store example because it's the 90s. Imagine like you're sitting, you're sitting in line with your mom. Let's say your mom, because you're a kid. And you're sitting in line, you're waiting in line, you to get your groceries paid for, and just ahead of you, you see the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Green Ranger, whoever,
And he's bagging your groceries because this is his third job. No.
like, or even worse, you're like, ooh, look, that's the Green Ranger right there. Like, dude, yeah, oh my God, dude, so cool. He threw all them out the magazine. Oh my God, the show's so fucking famous. Oh my God. And then it's like, you see him over pulling out food stamps to pay for his fucking groceries. Because it's like, dude, it's like, excuse me? Excuse me? Like that's because I think, okay, so as an actor, because I actually watched a video interview that Taraji P. Henson did talking about this very same type of thing. Talking about how people get it twisted when they think about how, oh yeah, you must be rich because you were in this movie and that movie and this TV show and that TV show. And she was like, well, you kind of have to do a lot of stuff because you've got fees. Like you don't like if you're an actor, you don't just have. Well, she's like, for one, you got to pay your agent. You got an agent, and depending on what kind of work you do, you might have multiple agents. You may have a PR firm maybe to help get your name out there more. So you maybe you might have to pay that too. And then she's like, well, you've also got your SAG fees that you got to pay. And then, well, TV shows, you kind of want to be close to where everything's popping off. So you might not be able to just live wherever it is you currently live. You might have to move to LA where everything's more expensive anyway. Or depending on what kind of TV show, you might have to get I'll use the CW as an example. A lot of CW shows, I don't know if they still are, but they used to be shot in Vancouver. So that's like you might have to get a second home in another state, far away from the fuck where you live, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like there's all kinds of things that happen that you have to take into account. So like I only just brings up just to kind of drive the point home that yeah, they weren't trying to get rich. I mean, I'm pretty sure they would love to have been rich, but I mean,
Right.
The fact that they're saying they just would have been happy to have been paid.
Right.
A living wage. And I think that this should say a lot considering that, the term living wage comes up a lot nowadays. It kind of almost makes you feel like this has been a problem for a really long time, not just something that, oh man, these people are asking for a living wage, man. Our generation would never. Yeah.
Right.
They did.
Right.
They did. Anyway.
And that's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool because we had the advantage of having these amazing fans and getting loved up by all these kids, and we are satisfying. I mean, it was weird.
That's the best part of the show.
We didn't even get the toys. That was weird. Why didn't they give us
Bruh,
the
that's
toys?
garbage.
Like,
Bro, do you remember the jackets on set?
I still have mine.
Yeah,
here
I
it
had
is.
mine, but I don't anymore.
We had to pay for them.
Because I had to move. We did. We had to pay for them.
Yeah, it was like
That was
$75 for the Power Ranger jacket.
That was for the cheap one. Like if you wanted the lambskin one, it was like $375 at the time. That was like half my paycheck per episode.
Yeah.
So right there, right there,
right there.
So it's half my paycheck. This motherfucker is making. So I did it. It was so we say 3 whatever. So we'll just bump it up to 700.
Mm-hmm.
That's $28,000 a year.
Yeah, that's
$28,000 a year in LA, living in Hollywood.
That's nothing. That's nothing. Look, let me tell you. Okay, so yeah, 30. Okay, look, I'm sorry, but can we say is it are we in a safe space? I feel like we're in a safe space. Can we just admit that it takes way more than $30,000 to survive in this day and age?
Oh man, dude!
Even back then.
Yeah.
300.
Good thing they got them Suzuki sidekicks,
right, man? Dude, so it's like, hey, look, I know we could look. Okay, look, I can already say, look, kids, we could not get you the extra money, but you can have this Suzuki sidekick. I hear it only flips like 5 times per year. It's like, okay, I guess
that was your Russian, but I heard T'Challa.
You know what? It did kind of slip in that direction. It's kind of like when we mess with Re. Yeah, some of y'all may not know. Our good friend Respawn, who's awesome, the salt of the earth. Ain't nobody else in the universe just like her. We always joke with her because she's Australian, and every time we talk to her, we'll always try and sound Australian, but it always ends up coming out as some other bullshit. I don't ever know what.
My Australian is perfect.
Oh,
it's like just perfect.
It's you know what? You know
everybody says you sound like an Englishman. Like, nope, it's Australian.
Nah, it's Australia. No. See, you're just mishearing it.
That's right. Don't be a hater.
What it is. You're mishearing it. Is what is that? That's the problem. But no, let's get back into it.
It was crazy. All of that being said, we're having a great time, but we know it's not fair. We know it should be union. We know that things should be better for us than they are.
Yep.
And then they came to us and said, guys, we have the most exciting news. 20th Century Fox is gonna do a movie about Power Rangers. They want to use all of you guys. And we've signed contracts already with all of you guys to
real
be
quick,
in the movie.
pause
It's
it.
gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
There's gonna be
yeah.
new costumes.
Let me say something real quick. And this is something that I want everybody to like be able to like to frame the conversations around unions and protesting and demanding your pay. Because we did just go in on the 28,000 that I saw in the chat. It comes out to about 60,000, and that would still be rough today. You know what? Listen, let me tell you all something. If the NFL athletes went on strike, I would support them.
Yes.
I would support them because you have these people that are using their bodies for entertainment, making billions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like the NFL makes billions of dollars. So if they said no, fucking 60 million, it's not about how much money. You know, it's kind of like child support. People talk about child support sometimes, and it's about like how much money. No, how much money what would that kid's life be like if you hadn't been a piece of shit? You know, if you hadn't cheated or whatever. Actually, it
Whatever
doesn't
the
matter.
case.
If you guys were together, period, dot, right? That's what you pay. Right. And so when it comes to people getting what they're supposed to get, like if this story right here was they only made $180,000 a year, let's say that's what it was. Do you know how much the fucking people on Friends are making? If they're showing me $1 billion and you're telling me that the actual worker, the actual actor that's putting this forward
They're not
is getting paid $100,000, people will be like, $100,000, shit, I want to get paid. No, that's not the point. You know, somebody's making $1 billion off their backs. They deserve to be paid appropriately.
Also, I want to point out something. I actually looked this up. They said because this information's out here. Apparently, some cast members, I noticed that they don't call out specifics, but they said some cast members made around $20,000 per episode for Friends in season 2. while others made $40,000 per episode. Now that is okay. Now that is where you're actually talking about money getting spent. That because that was a show
per
like,
episode.
Yeah. I'm not talking about not season,
but they got like wasn't it at the end? Didn't Jennifer Aniston get like weren't they getting like $1 million?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So by the time they got to season 6, everybody in the cast was making 125 racks per episode. Season 7 and 8, they were all making 750 racks per episode. And then by the time we got this per episode. And here's the thing, Friends, and I'll say this, I don't think I'm being out of pocket when I say this. Power Rangers, for its time slot, was every bit as popular as Friends was.
Yeah.
Like by comparison, like we're talking about a kid's show
for their target demographic, 100%.
They were every bit as popular. Every bit as popular. So like okay. So look, we're gonna do some quick math. We're gonna do some quick math here. So 20. I'm gonna take the low end. Let's say they said 40 episodes for that first season. They would have made $800,000 for that first season. Dude, imagine if they were getting...
If they gave them all the billion, yeah.
Or if they gave them they paid them what the Friends cast was being paid on the low end at the beginning. If they actually paid them each 20, and here's the thing, they can't even say Saban can't even make the argument. Well, Friends is different. We don't have the same number of cast members. The lies you tell, you have the same, like as far as principal cast, you have the same number of people. I mean, yeah, you have Zordon and Alpha 5 and, there's the Ernie at the Juice Bar and Bulk and Skull. But here's the thing. They don't have to get paid as much as the main cast does because they don't, they're not the draw of the show.
Right.
And you could even make the argument that, especially as the show's popularity goes up and the show's making $1 billion, I'm sorry, you can afford to pay those people. You can afford to pay those people what they're worth.
100%.
That said,
this wouldn't even be a video. They would still be getting screwed, but this wouldn't even be a video if they made like 150,000. Yeah. Some upper middle class stuff.
And just to point out something, and this is also, and thank you for bringing this up because I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but now that you say it, it makes even more sense.
Yeah.
Main cast was doing their own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's something I think gets lost in translation because I know and this is why I try not to be as dismissive about Power Rangers versus like Super Sentai because I mean let's be real, even in Super Sentai the people who are in the suits are not always the same people that are outside of the suits. They actually have completely different suit actors for Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. Most tokusatsu shows, whoever the person is, it's like the face. They are a completely separate actor from the person who's in the suit. In the case of Power Rangers, for the most part, they still had to, even though yes, when it was costume time, it was usually stock footage. They still had to perform martial arts stunts out of costume. So they're putting their health and their lives on the line, and so they should be paid accordingly. Like that's actually an even greater case for why they should be paid more. But no one's trying to hear that. But let's carry on because they're actually talking about my favorite part about this is when the movie comes into play because I remember seeing that movie and being so disappointed that that Jason and Zach and Trini weren't in it because I didn't think about it till just now, but I was like, yeah, it was 30 days before the fucking movie. They actually did kick them to the can. Because I do distinctly remember they even made a big deal about it on the show that the new cast was coming in and that, get ready to see them in the movie. Like they made a big deal about that shit. So yeah, this part is particularly heartbreatting to me.
It's gonna be big. This big budget.
$40 million film.
Yes.
And you get to go to Australia.
Yes, it's gonna be amazing. But we got to give you your contract. So we're like, all right, cool.
That sounds great.
Yeah, this is awesome.
We're thinking maybe we'll finally get paid.
Man, And then we get the contract.
It was a joke.
The contract is for 3 movies, not 1 movie.
That's right.
It's for 3 movies, which means after being locked in.
By the way, one of those movies never got made. Just putting that out there. They only made the first Power Rangers movie, and then they made Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, which if Jason and Trini and Zach were still a part of the show, they probably would have been a part of, most likely. But the funny thing about all that is, I don't distinctly remember a third movie ever coming out. Like, not a. I mean, you could technically count the one that came out on Netflix, like, what, 20, 30 some odd years later, whatever. But anyway.
To a contract for 40 episodes. Locked in.
Oh, wait a minute. No, Devontre said Turbo was under a whole other contract. Bruh.
So maybe they only did one.
Yeah. Wow. So basically, this was some hoe shit right here. This is some hoe shit. So yeah, they only had one. So basically, they got contracted for 3 movies. But the second movie, even if they would have stuck around, they would have gotten fucked on the second contract. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Another contract for 40 episodes and being treated unfairly for 80 episodes. Now we're gonna do movies, and it's not just 1 movie, but it's 3 movies. So that means whatever I sign right now is law because I signed it. I can't renegotiate this because I wasn't able to renegotiate the contracts that I signed already. If I sign this right now, then that's what it is.
To give you a little pre-story, of the original 5, before TeeSpring came on board, there was a wonderful girl. Her name was Audrey DuBois.
Yeah.
And after the pilot got picked up, she knew.
Listen, this is what I mean about like you hear this, you're like, could it be me? Could it be me? Right? Yeah, you stand up for yourself, right? You say, hey, kick in the door, wave in the 4-4,
right,
and say, nah, homie. See what happens. Go ahead, press play. See what happens.
This right here, this was like I'm gonna play this ahead of time. Get ready to file this under.
As you can see, the more you fuck around,
and that's Saban right there drawing on the bond.
Exactly.
He's writing the thing.
Then we were gonna get screwed. And she went to Haim Saban and was like, hey, this is jacked. You need to pay us more. And he fired her.
Yeah.
And he liked her.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, they got along.
Yeah.
And so we.
I love how he said, and he liked her.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't
me.
remember. Well, so it's funny to me because, or not funny, but I'll just say this. Some of you, let me see, this kind of a fuzzy picture, but some of y'all probably didn't even know that that the TeeSpring was not the original Yellow Ranger. It was this woman. She was the original Yellow Ranger. She was, and matter of fact, she actually, if you go to like stuff like Power Morphicon or a lot of the other like big Comic Cons where Power Rangers actors show up, she's oftentimes at them and like, doing like, meet and greets, talking with fans, signing autographs and shit. And she actually, there's actually another video I saw after I saw this one where she actually spoke about the situation. And, she even kind of, basically put it out there that like, she said that she basically told them what she was doing, but she didn't tell them what she was doing. She went of her own accord, but she said, look, I'm not trying to, influence y'all, but I'm gonna do this because like I'm out here, performing stunts. I'm doing all this stuff. I think we should get paid more, but I'm gonna set foot. I don't want to get y'all in trouble in case it goes bad or whatever. And as they just said,
oh, that's Becky G. No, that's not Becky G.
Nah, it's not Becky. No. Becky G was in the. She was in the. Was it 2017, 2018? Power Rangers.
What's the girl's name again?
Audrey DuBois.
Audrey DuBois.
Like her episode never aired. Because like it was so basically the first ever episode of Power Rangers that we saw on television. There was a pilot version of it that if you can look it up on YouTube and find it. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. Matter of fact, everything you think about, like, okay, so I'm gonna take this down. Everything you think about Jason, the way that like you're used to like Jason being more like assertive and shit, he is so fucking soft in that fucking pilot. It is not even funny. That dude is soft. SAWFT soft. in that episode. I was like, bruh. Also, the hip hop keto is so much worse in the pilot episode. Oh my God, it was so bad. That was so, oh God, it was horrible. Lord Jesus. Don't, matter of fact, you know what? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. You're only gonna, oh, also, I will say this, Zordon looked so much worse. Much worse in the pilot. And Alpha 5, I was like, dude, who got this costume from Party City? Oh my God. Also, there are 2 different instances of near sexual assault in the pilot of I was like, yeah, there's so both Audrey DuBois and Amy Jo Johnson's characters, both of them are Amy Jo Johnson's character first, a dude who I guess was supposed to be like the leader of Bulk and Skull in the show. There was this dude who was like, he was like supposed to be like a legit like biker jacket wearing type guy who was like too cool for school, whatever. But like, there's a point where the Pink Ranger accidentally like knocks some food on him or a milkshake or whatever on him. And like, he's all like, well, how about you make it up to me at the movies tonight? He gets like right up in her face and tries to kiss her.
Damn. so real quick, Devontre says that she is bad to this day.
Oh, talking about Audrey DuBois? Yeah. No, she's.
Well, I sent you a link.
Oh, is this what? Got you. Here, wait. I'm gonna pull this back just in case. Ooh, oh, all right. Okay, wait a minute.
All right, Devontre.
Well,
let's see.
I'm gonna tell you what.
No. Let's see. I want to see.
Well, okay, wait a minute.
Devontre says she's bad to this day.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she can still probably get it in a little bit. Yeah, she still. I mean. I'm looking at what was, okay? I'm looking at what was, okay? I'm looking at what was. Leave her alone.
That is a beautiful woman. That is a beautiful woman. and her grandkids need Devontre to stay away.
Yeah.
Her great grandkids need to.
I mean, here's the thing though. And not to say, there are a lot of other people who were also like martial artists that were on the show. But she was like a legit martial artist. Like she was legit. Like she was. I highly recommend if you look up any like interviews with Audrey DuBois. It's actually worth a listen because she has a well of knowledge that like and she wasn't. She actually tells you she was not actually an actress until she did that. Until she like Power Rangers was her first anything that she ever did, and she. Pretty much, I don't think she ever did any more acting after that. I think she actually...
She stood up for herself one time, and that was the end.
She was like, I'm all right. She was like, oh, this shit ain't work out. She was like, well, like, because I think she even said she actually said in an interview that she wasn't like a lifer when it came to acting. It was just something she was trying out just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that's
so she was like, all right, whatever. She went back doing her normal shit. I ain't even mad at her. But that said, let's see what else... Yeah. Let's see what else they have to say.
Do this. And now we're at a place where we're looking. I mean, I remember the numbers in that contract. I don't remember a lot of the detail, but I remember that.
The numbers were not.
Oh, why did it like paused? Hear me? Let me take it out of this. Let's see if maybe that is why. Let's see. Here, we'll do it like this.
Is it just pause on the screen or is it pause for you?
No, it's still here. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna reopen it. Because VLC has this awesome little feature that lets you pick up where you left off. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, it's working on my end, so maybe.
Yeah. I think it's because like I kept popping in and out and all this other stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm abusing my graphics card at this point. Let's see here. Where's here? It is right here.
I ain't 50 all bad.
And she went to Haim Saban and was like, hey, this is jacked. You need to pay us more. And he fired her.
Yep.
And he liked her. Like, they got along.
Yeah.
And so we knew this. And now we're at a...
What's up?
Devontre, you got a partner? You got somebody? You got some... Yo, what? He said, I'm triple nine. See? She's bad. I'm like, Oh
All right.
yeah, sure.
no,
Yeah,
no,
hell
I'm
yeah,
good.
bad.
Yeah.
She bad. All right,
No, I ain't mad.
Place where we're looking, I mean, I remember the numbers in that contract. I don't remember a lot of the detail, but I remember that.
The numbers were not great at all. They were like, I mean, it was like for what you would make on a major film. I mean, and
As a
when you-
lead?
As a lead, and when you think about a film doesn't take 2 weeks. A film takes months. I mean, like you're looking at 6 months, 8 months, a year to create this. So
From beginning to end.
from beginning to end, I can just tell you this: the initial movie that we were gonna shoot was under $20,000. How many days were I to work?
That's stupid.
And that's stupid. And then each additional movie was like a bump of maybe $6,000. If
So something he said that was very telling. Remember when I said how much the Friends cast was making for season 2? Like on the low end, 20,000.
Right.
He was saying that for a movie.
Right, the whole movie. That's right.
Whole movie, not like per
he
episode of the
knew.
whole movie.
Yeah, Moto said it up earlier. He knew exactly what was going on here. He got a bunch of kids in his hands. He's like, and I'm just gonna like, oh shit, you're gonna work for pennies for me? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See how famous you are? That's dope, huh?
It's like,
yeah,
dude,
you'll do
that's
that.
wild.
You'll do that for $1,000, right?
like-
I'll give you $500 in an ice cream bar.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be world famous. You're like, oh gee, thanks, boss.
Oh man, gosh, wait.
You're the greatest.
Gosh,
Yeah.
golly gee willikers. That's so
same with
great.
child slavery. I'm saying.
That's what it is.
I'm saying.
But no,
What a
you
piece of fucking shit. Is he dead? I hope he's dead.
You know what? That's a good question. Let's find out. You know,
What's his name?
let's not
Carlson?
live in. His name was Haim Saban.
So,
Is he still alive? Yeah, motherfucker's still alive.
is he? Israeli American. I didn't say nothing.
look.
I didn't say a damn thing. I mean, he could have just put Jewish. Notice he didn't say Jewish. He said Israeli Americans. You know? If he had said Jewish, I wouldn't have said that. I'm just saying. Let me make it clear. Y'all ain't getting me. Y'all ain't getting me.
Well, no, to be fair, I think I actually talked about this before. I mentioned earlier that Saban was basically like a television equivalent of the Canon Film Group. They function at a very similar level.
Damn.
And for the same reasons. Same reasons, basically.
Yeah.
Like
I'm telling you, look, if you see somebody on here and it doesn't say Haim Saban is a Jewish media proprietor investor, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, this motherfucker says, nah, put Israeli American. No.
Nah,
I know what you did there. I know what you did there, Mr. Zionist.
Yeah. Well, and also, oh my God, I forgot. There was like some controversy with him not too terribly long. That motherfucker's 80 years old. He ain't long for this earth anyway. Let's see.
You heard about that dude, 100 years old? He's they just approved to go forward with the ex-Nazi guard. 100 years old. He's about to start trial.
Oh wow, the fuck?
Good.
You like get it? Yay.
Your
Get
last minutes in court. Do it.
Dude, hey,
That's where you die, bitch.
Well, I mean, to my understanding, Saban is largely a piece of shit. So,
yeah, I mean, the people that rich. I mean, you see how he works here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and also, if I'm not mistaken, I think I can't find anything to prove this. But I believe he's also partially responsible for the Abraham Accords on some level. Not directly, but I know that he had some money behind some of that shit popping off. So take that how you wanna. But to read.
Yeah, Haim Saban, an Israeli American businessman and Democratic donor, played a supportive role in the development of the Abraham Accords in 2020. He advised Yusuf al Otaiba. So yes, he was.
Okay. I thought I remember they were talking about him on the Majority Report one day, and I couldn't remember why. But yeah, apparently that was why.
Yeah.
But now, shout out to Gearless Mo with the 1999 super chat. He says, honestly, they were kids hoodwinked over and over again, and when the corp saw that they were getting wise, they got a new cast and started the process all over again for cheaper. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what that, like I said, you it's like, oh, well,
you can't expect to be as paid as much as them. They were famous. You gotta show me.
You gotta work your way up.
You gotta work up your way up to being broke. You start in poverty. We'll get you to broke. Don't you worry.
Don't worry. Look, I tell you what, we'll get you there. Let's see. We're bringing you in on season 2. I tell you what, by season 4, we'll get you up to poverty, or we'll get you up to broke. How about that? That sound good? Also, if you don't sign this contract right now, we're gonna go ask these other people over here, and we're gonna actually get them for even less.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, he's right. That's exactly what they'll do.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. 100%.
That it was really unfair. So
How are we supposed to do that?
it was ridiculous. It was like, okay, well, we're no longer the amateurs that we were when you first picked us up, before we had any name, before we had anything. Now we've created this show. We have a name for ourselves. We continue to create great product, and it's just not fair. As you guys should treat us like everybody else treats us. Everybody else should treat us like, oh my God, the Black Ranger, oh Zach, and they're like, you can still treat us like, oh, you're actors that have no experience. And that's not the case.
Yeah, like we didn't just create the #1 show in the world. Well, not create, but we're the faces of it.
We're the faces of it. We are the creation of our character.
That's right.
Yes. Basically what happened is we kind of got together and we said, this contract's not really fair.
He's so much nicer about this than I am.
Yeah. The least it should be is it should be union. We're not asking to be, millionaires. We're not saying, hey, you got to treat us special, but treat us like a professional actor, which is what we are at this point with 80 episodes under our belts.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Seinfeld, those guys were making $13 million and they shot 13 episodes a year.
That's not what we're asking for.
And their shows didn't have our popularity.
Yeah, and we're not asking for anything like that. We're just make it SAG, make it union. So it's fair. And we all kind of get together and talk about it. And we're like, I think we should get a lawyer.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Real quick. Haim Saban, Israeli-American media mogul, has been associated with several notable controversies. Tax shelter in 2001. Saban engaged in a tax shelter scheme orchestrated by his tax attorney. Allegations of supporting Israeli war crimes. In 2016, Saban, along with other prominent American Jews, faced a $1 billion lawsuit alleging support for Israeli war crimes against Palestinians. Another one, AIPAC espionage case. Reports in 2006 suggested Saban was involved in lobbying efforts to influence the outcome of an espionage-related case against 2 former officials of the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. And then finally, just to put us back into the lane, labor practices in Power Rangers. Saban Entertainment, under Haim Saban's leadership, faced criticism for labor practices on the set of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Actors report being unpaid, denied royalties, and subjected to strenuous working conditions. Attempts to unionize or negotiate better contracts led to actors being replaced. These practices have been highlighted in discussions about labor exploitation in Hollywood. Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a wholesale. And the thing is, he was able to get away with it largely because of what we're talking about right here. The fact that he was able to basically muscle these people out of their jobs.
Yeah.
For trying to stand up for themselves, and not even just for themselves, but also for because like they said it wasn't even just about them. They said it was also about getting the crew paid, because the crew, as they even said, was making less than them.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the motherfuckers that are actually making the show. I mean, to be fair, they're not like the face of the show, but they are the people who are largely responsible for the show actually working the way that it does. So it's insane. So yeah, fuck that guy.
Yep.
Have a lawyer look at the contract. As a group, we should go and renegotiate the contract.
I was mad I was mad. I had a lot of people whispering in my ear, and I think they knew I was the youngest and I was probably the most impressionable, which I was. Walt was more level-headed, but you know, he had experience. He knew the system, so I really looked up to him a lot on this stuff. So you definitely handled it different than I did. But we got the lawyer.
And then we went to everybody, and everybody agreed, yeah, okay, we'll meet and talk to the lawyer. And then one day we went into the set, and we were like, we got the lawyer, and let's make this happen.
This is the part that gets me.
Okay.
We agreed that we were going to stick together as a unit.
Right.
We were going to fight this together.
Right. That didn't happen.
Very nice about this.
Well, different people, for the different reasons, changed their mind. Obviously, that would be Amy Jo and David Yost and Jason Frank. And all of them had their own reasons for deciding, you know, we don't want to renegotiate the contract after all. We're just going to grin and bear it. But we wanted to stand up for ourselves because we felt like we were being bullied, and we felt like we deserved more, and that we had earned the right to be treated like professional actors. Even though they chose not to be part of it anymore,
They played
we decided
chicken.
to just keep running with it.
We stayed the course.
We stayed the course.
And that was Twee, Walter, and myself.
That was us standing up for ourselves, and
I'm proud of that.
yeah, me too. I wouldn't
I know
change
Twee
that.
was.
I wouldn't change that, and Twee
Right.
was as well. And,
That's right.
And it was scary. I mean, I have to say, it's probably one of the scariest things I've ever done. Here we are on this hit show that we created, and I definitely don't want to leave. I definitely want to do the movie. This movie is
We had to
the
walk.
legacy of what we created.
It was the pinnacle.
It's the pinnacle.
At
It's
the
like
time,
this is
yeah.
like gonna be the highest point of what Power Rangers has been thus far. With us all as a cast, it's gonna be amazing. Really disappointed that the other three guys chose not to go with us.
Very
But-
nice.
But we decided to stay the course. And in the process, what happened as we were trying to renegotiate the contract, and you know, lots of things were said. Lots of things were said on both sides. The lawyers were going back
Yep.
and forth about.
You said
know,
some things, I said some things.
do the movie,
You talk some shit, I talk some other shit.
You know, things are being negotiated.
And there was a little more money thrown on the table in the process.
Yes.
But it was still a joke.
So in the process, what happened was the other three that stayed were offered more to stay, and they had.
I knew it.
auditions
I
for
knew
the
it.
universe,
Yep.
which
I was gonna say
wasn't
it.
really sure about. I don't
When
think
it
he
pause
knew,
it
or maybe he
when
knew.
he said, well, they all had their reasons. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, and the only reason why I didn't say anything is because they said we're not going to renegotiate. So they got me. I was like, oh, well, maybe they didn't. But I was like, I bet you they got more money. They said,
Yep.
hey, if you guys don't join them, we're gonna bump your pay. And they're like, bet. So really, all three of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not to top the ill of the dead, but I'm really whatever.
Yeah, I
you know.
mean, I'm not gonna hold you. Look, I said I didn't want to vilify. I didn't want to vilify anybody in this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard not to, because that's fucking
It's
bitch
dirty.
behavior.
It's dirty.
That is
Yeah.
bitch made as fuck.
Because they were not going to do that. They were not going to be able to replace, the movie would not go.
No.
You could replace 2, 3. Okay, obviously they did. Right?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
or all of them gone? No way. No way.
Imagine. I want you to imagine this. Everybody sitting right now, lean back in your chair and imagine. Power Rangers, the height of its popularity, you find out a movie is being made, but it's not going to have any of the actual people from the movie in it.
They would never have done that.
That shit would not have happened if everyone. And this thing, there's a okay. I think I saw somebody bring some earlier. Probably David Yost didn't do it because he saw that JDF wasn't going. That, well, shit, this ain't gonna happen. I believe that. I also believe they held some shit over that motherfucker's head too. So, because like I say, David Yost got bullied to hell and back while working on Power Rangers. So I that brings in a whole new level of fucked up to it. But I promise you.
Damn, now I wish I had stayed in Amy Jo, whatever the fuck her name is, line. If I see her at Comic-Con again, I'm gonna be like, I got a question for you.
I need
Hey, because
to know.
look, here's the deal, man. I'm 44 years old. You tell me there wasn't something I did when I was 20, 25, then I'm like, that was fucked up. I wonder if she feels bad. I wonder if she stands by the decision today. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you never know.
If I see her at the next Comic-Con, I'm gonna bring you here. I'm gonna bring it back for y'all.
Well, I think it's of note though, because I think it's a crying shame that, especially when you discover that JDF, David, Amy Jo, they made more money. They actually got money to stay.
Right. That's dirty. That is dirty, dirty work, man.
And I guarantee you, they probably did not say anything about it until,
because they knew too. They knew like, wow, when they took it, they're like, I'm a fucking rat.
like, could you imagine? I can actually see it right now. Imagine Walter Jones chilling in the back with JDF. It's like, yeah, man, I think, I was talking with Austin. I think we're going to do it, man. I think today's the day. I think today's the day we're going to go in there, man. We're going to tell them what for, man. We're going to try and get us all this money. And JDF's like, oh, word? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Bro. You doing that? Man, dude, you know what? Dude, that's...
You're coming too, right? Crazy.
Right? He's like, dude, he's like... Wow.
Hold on, I gotta take this.
Yeah,
bro, cell phone's already been invented yet. What are you doing? Yeah, I gotta take this, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, the second, when I tell you the absolute second that I guarantee you, when they came out of the office and Jay's like, oh man, how'd the meeting go? He's like, yeah, man, they fired us. And he's like, what?
Oh man, I should be nervous, huh?
Bro, that's great, dude, man.
Crazy.
Oh man, that's so
crazy,
dude. That's wild, bro. Like, man, dude, like, where were you, man? Dude, I thought you were gonna. I thought JDF. I thought you were gonna show up with us. I thought you were gonna come through.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna do my own thing.
He's like, nah, man. Nah, man. I'm good. I'm good,
bro. You know, sometimes there's events in life. There are events in life that let you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if everybody's been in this, but sometimes you get into like, an almost fight at the bar or something like that, right? And then you come up and then maybe the dude has cauliflower ear or some shit. You don't know. Mm-hmm. And at that moment, you got to realize it don't matter. You can say you're smart, you're whatever, but deep down you realize, oh damn, I'm kind of a bitch because I am definitely walking away from this one. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
There's events in your life that let you know, oh shit, I thought I was about that life and I'm not. Okay, got it. That's something I learned new about myself. That's fine. Maybe you didn't know. To be these people that took that extra money from Saban, it lets you know something about them. It's like, you got to take that money and go, oh shit, oh man, I'm kind of a piece of shit. Damn, I didn't realize that.
No, 100%.
I didn't realize I was a piece of shit. Well, I guess I am.
I mean, I guess. I wouldn't say that about me, but I mean, I guess I can kind of see where you might think that.
Right.
Like, but yeah, nah, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Oh my God, I can't. Yeah, actually, you know what, man, dude? Retroactively, I fucking cannot. Man, I'm not gonna lie. This actually has slick tainted the memory of Jason David Frank. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not, and no one called
I met that
names.
dude. You know what he tried to get me? You know what he gave me a card for?
What?
For fucking Christian therapy, positive some shit. He was doing motivational speaking, Christian motivational speaking. That's what he handed it. Hawaii Comic Con, and he gave me that card. I was like, oh, thanks. He's
look,
like, yeah,
man. Just I'd be like, look, man, you keep that. Just here, do this.
It didn't look like it worked out too well for him.
I mean, look, damn, ooh,
my bad. No, that's, I'll repent later. Last one I promised. Gearless Moda. Hold on. Gearless Moda said, last one I promised. Like, look,
man, you ain't got to promise nothing.
Hey, Carter's not on here. You don't got to worry about somebody pretending to be upset about 1999s. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
You just keep on sending them. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I only got one thing to say. Gearless. You ain't got to say that. You ain't got to say it. Stop.
Yeah.
Look. Look, hold, wait a minute. Do I have, I don't know if I even got it on this motherfucker. But I'm just saying right now. She.
That's not a shot. That's just what he thinking of. It's a thing, right? It's we all got our little things, But I'm like, that one I don't get. Shit, somebody throw $25 in my face or $19 in my face. I'm like, let's go, let's celebrate.
Shit, if I had tap dancing
what
shoes,
you want
I'd
to
be out
do?
here.
You want me to do some backflips? I'll try. I don't know. I myself.
I do a little. You do a little shuffle off to Buffalo. I could do. I could do a little. She. Look. Hey, can you do the Dougie? I mean, I could try.
Songs least I could do.
I give my best. But no. Here I want to let's see here. We got one we got obviously from the homie here. Oh wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is, right here.
I was gonna say we did all that, but we're not gonna do this.
No. I clicked on the wrong. I clicked on the wrong one. But no. Gearless Mo out here says, last one I promise. DMX said, trust people to be them. Trust a snake to bite you. Trust a liar to lie to you. Trust a thief to steal from you. Trust them to be them. But know them when you see them. There.
Yeah.
That is.
You know what they say? Hey, when they tell you who they are, believe them.
Look here. Look, that deserves a
Message.
Dude, that is if you don't take nothing away from this stream, if you don't take jack shit fuck all away from the stream, and I know I just probably made it to where like they're gonna limit ads on this one because I've been cursing a lot. Point is, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's I'm sorry, I have a problem. I'm too grown. I can't stop. But I feel like if you don't take away anything from this, whether it's about like work culture or how to be a good work ally or whatever, take this away from it. Take what Gearless Mo just put in the chat away with you on this, because I feel like this is a universal truth. When people tell you who they are, you believe them. Do not. They're like, well, like what was it people you kept saying about Trump? They're like, see, you can't listen to what he said. You can't listen to what he says. You got to listen to what he means. Like, no, right. When someone tells you that they are a fascist, you believe them. They are telling you this. This is the thing. Bad people always tell you who they really are. Like, I actually was watching this here. I'm going to take this down for a sec. I was watching this horror movie called Creep. Some of you have probably seen it or maybe not seen it. Either way, I highly recommend it. But it's Mark Duplass, I believe, is in it.
There you go. That's what's up. Appreciate you, Gearless.
Hey, look.
To make up for the ad revenue.
He's like, this mother. That's
what's up.
For the swear jar. Goddamn, Gearless, what are you doing?
He's like, swear away. Don't worry about that.
He's like, nah. He's like, we good.
Don't worry about that little stuff.
He's like, look, man. He's like, that ain't shit. That ain't shit. Yeah, hey, look, you know what I mean? So basically what that is, I've been given carte blanche to curse. So in the words of Eddie Murphy, motherfucker, dick, pussy, snot, and shit. There you go. Anyway, I apologize. Anyway, no.
This is not the Blerd game. This is hey, by the way, if you under 18, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You come back on Saturday.
You got to go. Yeah, you come back tomorrow, okay? Where we're good, clean Christian folk.
That's right.
Actually, it'd be worse tomorrow, probably. But no, oh my God, no,
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
Yeah, he said, "What can is that?" Like cherry Coke Zero.
Cherry Coke Zero. There you go. I like that. I like that. No, but no, man. I don't know, man. I feel like to go back to the thing. It was basically what I was talking about. Was the whole thing with Creep. The movie's called Creep.
Oh yeah.
But have you ever seen it? Have you ever watched Creep?
Maybe not. Let me see. I always got to look it up.
Yeah, basically it's a movie about a guy who puts out a Craigslist ad for a videographer, and come to find out that the situation is sketch. It is basically a like the second that they have this thing on TV tropes called Too Dumb to Live. Like it's one of the many tropes you can find in television and movies. But basically, Too Dumb to Live is what it sounds like. It's basically a character who literally does everything humanly possible to put themselves in more danger. Wow. You've seen plenty of TV shows and movies with it, but that's what the main character does, which is funny when you consider, I think the guy who is the main character is also the director and writer of the movie, if I'm not mistaken. But
like kids in these movies killing me, man.
Yeah, it's
kill me.
It's like, oh man, I'm gonna do the very exact thing that'll get me killed.
No Escape. Sorry, Pierce Brosnan, the new.
Yeah. Well, so in Creep, the guy who is ultimately the bad guy of the movie, he's basically telling dude the whole time. Like he's doing and saying all these weird and crazy things and then kind of playing them off like, man, I was just kidding. Oh man, you know, I was messing with you. I was messing with you. And it's like, oh man, see, you got me. You got me there. I did get you, didn't I? I'm gonna get you later. Well, what'd you say? Nah, none.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, you did that daily. Yeah. I'm gonna get murdered later, aren't I?
Hey, what? Look, let me just know that's a thing. But anyway, let's get back to. We still got some more.
I think Brandon Spence just got to my my comment about Jason and Frank.
Oh,
in the video.
I can see it now. Hey, look, let me tell you.
I don't know why it's like a hobby of mine. I like looking at the comments and seeing who's like not caught up.
Yeah. Look, let me tell you something. Let me be real with you for a moment. My policy is you don't have to respect the dead. You don't got to respect them. Fuck them.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, man eater.
I have a mute button. I don't know why I don't use it. It's fine.
I mean, to be fair, I barely heard anything. So, I mean, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get through the rest of this video.
I think I found out eventually
we were
for other Rangers.
Yeah, they told us that they were going to start casting for the other Rangers. Yeah, we had reached a point where negotiations were just crumbling. We knew the other guys had cut a side deal, and we knew they were going to cast the other roles. And at that point, there wasn't much left in the negotiation.
It was interesting, though, because we started doing car shows. So right now we do Comic-Cons.
Which also pissed them off.
This is a trip right here.
Because now we were understanding our worth. And a day we were making what we would make.
More than we made in months.
And a weekend we would make what we would make an entire season, which was crazy. It was like, wait, we just made that in a weekend? Like signing autographs, just signing my name?
We were filling up I can remember, I don't remember if you did the show, but it was car shows.
Yeah. Remember, we did the quick estimates, quick maths. And we're talking like 25, 30,000, right? They made that in a weekend. Like just signing autographs, being at a show.
Yes.
That's their worth. That's what we're talking about. Your value. What do you bring? And you don't just you hoard that. God, dude. Somebody needs to hey, what's that? Somebody needs to make that dude a verb, that way you can get away with it. What's the CEO's name? We're gonna make it a verb. But anyways, just kidding. Man, this fucking crazy. This crazy ass video,
dude. Right?
YouTube. I did one that was in an aircraft hangar somewhere, I think in Oklahoma. It was a hangar, and the line was. I mean, we filled it up.
People would wait in line for 4 hours to come and get their autograph.
It was insane.
Wild. And so, we report back to the other guys. Hey guys,
you should do this.
This is our worth. We're signing autographs, and in a weekend we're making more than we made in the first or second season, which is crazy. Like that's 3 days
his claim,
compared to however much time we spent filming 40 episodes.
And we did the biggest show at Universal Studios for the owners. Broke Universal Studio records.
Yes.
Backed up the highway into downtown LA for 8 miles. Did we get paid?
I don't recall. I don't think we got paid.
There's another one we should remember. If we got paid, why don't we remember it? That's all I'm saying.
Exactly, because if we can fill up the stadium that Michael Jackson performs in, how much are those tickets? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was supposed to be one show with 1,000 people. It was like 4 or 5 shows in the
it was
biggest
like 6
theater.
shows, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we had 30,000 people show up in the day.
Crazy.
So, So all that happened, and at the end of the day, we just couldn't find a happy medium. They hired 3 new people to be Power Rangers in the film. Everybody went off and they did the film, and they lived happily ever after. I am still disappointed that I didn't do that film, because I think the film with the 6 original Rangers would have been.
The film tanked.
The film did okay. It would have
not good in the box office.
It would have been amazing.
Which one? Goddamn.
Wait a minute. So okay, I get where he's coming from on that one, because here, for those that do not know, man, this is sad. So the box office. So the movie made $142.3 million worldwide.
To
but
date,
it was,
though.
but it was
while it was
off
in theaters. That was what the theaters was.
But it was off a budget of $100 million. Or no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong movie. Wrong movie. I'm looking at the 2017 one. My bad.
So
I
worldwide,
apologize.
66 million.
So the worldwide was 66 million. And the
I'll see a budget on here.
Yeah, they're not the budget was not. I don't think the budget was released, but I'm pretty sure based on some things that they've already said in this video, I'm almost positive the budget
15 mil.
15 mil. Okay, so that's actually a success.
Yeah.
That's actually a success.
Yeah.
So okay, so I kind of see why he said it tanked. It didn't tank at the box office. It tanked with critics. Is where I think is where I think it actually tanked.
Yeah.
Because
IMDb gave it 5.3, Metacritic 40%, Rotten Tomatoes 32%.
Well,
I mean, but it's Power Rangers. What are you critiquing? You know,
exactly. Well, that's why I think that's why I actually think movie criticism is bullshit, because it's usually people who aren't the target demographic that are seeing the movie a lot of the time. But do you remember how we talked about before? We talked about how, like, what does it take for a movie to be considered successful? You have to make back at least 3 to 4 times your budget. And if they made 66 million worldwide, well, it would have only taken 60 million to make that 4 times the original budget. So technically it was successful.
It was a success. Well, it was a success for that piece of shit fucking Saban.
Yes. Well, yeah, right. It wasn't shit for them. It wasn't shit for them. I will also say, here's my thing, and this is my, I will tell you my policy. I will tell you my policy. This is a response to the comment Robo made about JDF. That's right. Said my policy is, you were saying fuck them while they were alive. You can continue in death. No need to pretend. But if you weren't critical while they were alive, it's a little cringe to me anyway. Well, here's my policy. Regardless of whether you were talking shit about them when they were alive or you waited till after they were dead, here's my thing.
They're dead. That's all right.
They're dead. And if you won't criticize someone in death, then you for goddamn sure weren't going to criticize them in life. Like, that's my policy on it. Like here's my thing. I'll give you a prime example. I fucking love Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman. I have never criticized that man a day in his life.
Rest in peace. Well, he's a good dude.
Yeah. Look, matter of fact, you know, let's drop the bomb for Kevin Conroy, because that's how much we love him.
One of the few actors that loved his role as much as the fans.
And he was gracious. He was gracious and appreciative to his fans. I have never heard one bad thing about him.
Mm-hmm.
But if a story came out tomorrow that said Kevin Conroy was a piece of shit and he treated like he was, you know,
some crazy shit came out.
Yeah, like some crazy, like, and I'm not talking about like, oh, this is speculation. I'm talking about credible, actual things. You goddamn bet your ass I'm gonna talk some shit. Be like, yeah, fuck that dude. And I'll look. I don't care how cringe it is to somebody. The thing is, fuck the dead. Like, honestly, if I died and there were people who like, oh man, I can't really think of anything because I really don't do anything, but not to my knowledge anyway. But if someone came out later, it was like, oh man, dude, you hear me, man? Fuck Blerd, man. He was like this, that, da 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 da. I'm not gonna be sitting. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm going to heaven. I'm probably going straight to hell. But the point of the matter is, I'll be looking up or down or sideways, wherever the actually, I won't be looking anywhere because I'll just be fucking dead. But just, figuratively speaking, I'll be like my reaction will basically be, what's that? I think it was like, I forget who it was. The guy's like, man, dude, I'm getting cooked. That would be my reaction. That would be my reaction. I wouldn't be like, oh, don't make fun of me while I'm dead. Like, no, fuck that shit, dude. No, we don't do that here. No, we for goddamn sure don't do that here. But when people are dead, that's the prime time to do a post-mortem on the motherfuckers. Because if you didn't, because I'm gonna tell you right now, most people who we love, they probably did some fucked up shit. Like, we actually, if you dig enough, we'll probably find out they did some fucked up shit. And by your policy, that means that we wouldn't criticize them even after the fact. So no, I don't agree with that at all. But I appreciate your feeling that way. I do appreciate your feeling that way.
I think he means more like you wanted to, but you waited until they were dead.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, man, you a bitch.
Yeah. And like I said, this is just a testament to, because I believe Gillis is talking about the GOAT right here.
Jason? Is this which one?
I think he's talking about Kevin Conroy, I believe. So he cooked in a kitchen for us 9/11 volunteers. Even sat with us for hours doing impressions, telling stories, keep our minds away from the crazy thing that was happening just outside. I mean, yeah, because Kevin Conroy's just that dude. He's just that dude.
Yeah, sounds about right. Not even surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, when a motherfucker's dead, I mean, you're just dust and matter. Like, you don't. There's nothing sacred about being dead. There's nothing, and I don't think there's anything sacred about being dead. And you better
hope that people that can't see you, like, oh, you da 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 da. I'm like, bro, if I got relatives that are looking at me from any kind of afterlife, they see me do some worse shit. So I don't know what So.
Hey, dude. So
how about you give me some privacy, huh?
Look, right here. Herbert Scott just said, the day of my dad's death, my older bro said he was a terrible husband, but a great father. That's the favorite son. So yeah, the dead can get it. I mean, that's the thing. That's I say it all the time. If you don't want people to shit on you and dead, don't be a piece of shit when you're alive. It kind of reminds me of a really great post I saw today about the CEO. It goes, live your life so that when people hear of your death, they don't applaud. And I was like, damn, that's fucking good. That's good. No, that's actually beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I mean, you don't, you just, I don't know. I feel like people get it twisted, and it's not, like, people put way too much sanctification, I guess, too much sacrosanctness on death. They're like, no, you have to honor fuck the dead. Fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Let's get to. We're almost done with the video. Let's. We got like less than 2 minutes, I think, left in it. So we're gonna just get back into it.
Because that's what the fans want to see. And I know a lot of the fans have come up to me afterwards and just say, you know what? When I found out you weren't in the Power Rangers anymore, I ripped my poster down. I stopped watching the show. Yeah. And I know that happened to a lot of people. And
that's not what we wanted.
No, that's not what we wanted at all. We didn't want to leave you guys. We didn't want to be like, oh, we're over the show. It wasn't like that. It wasn't an attitude thing towards the fans. It was just we wanted to stand up for ourselves. And I don't think this story has been told by
Not in this
the two
detail.
of us. And if
Yeah.
Tree were here, she would also be able to add her 10 cents, but she's unfortunately no longer with us.
Yeah, so kind of what sparked this video was you and I got to talking about it. I mean, he remembered things that I had completely forgotten.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So this is the only official, like, really us video talking about it.
Yeah.
Twee's here with us.
I just
Crazy.
know we were all very scared. And
Terrified.
terrified of what the worst case scenario might be.
We don't get it.
And we ended up going through the worst case scenario. However,
But we got
I can
through
say
it.
this. Here we are,
That's right.
almost 30 years later.
And stronger for it.
We're stronger for it. And our fans, you guys are
Are
still
you?
with us. And we appreciate you.
Much love, man. Can't let that go. Never let you go.
So now you know
Yeah.
what happened and how it happened. And, you know, thanks for sticking with us. We love you guys.
And,
you guys we got the best fans in the world.
Help me
Peace
out
and
by
love.
going to my
Support
shirts,
Walk Films.
www.whitepowertshirts.com.
Oh, damn.
I'm sorry, man. I caught me off guard. So anyway, by the way, my Hitler quote T-shirts, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Y'all should totally get those.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's how he signs out too,
$29.99.
right? Right next to it, dude. All right, you guys take care.
Look, man. It's like, man, goddamn, I'm
if we ain't getting monetized, that's a big,
that's it.
that's wild.
Look,
if we don't
that
get monetized
is-
from this, then we've found a new limit.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
go show the Fanware channel some love. Because I actually I think that's actually a really good video. It's a very good video. And Austin and Walter are correct. That story has not been okay. So everything they said was confirmation of rumors I had been hearing for a long time, for the past 10, 15 years. Basically. So yeah, they are correct in that. Cause I'm pretty sure these stories have actually gotten out. I'm almost positive that some of the other cast members have even corroborated these stories in the past. Even before this. But yeah, this is actually the first time that the people directly affected, were able to tell their side of the story, and their facts line up quite perfectly with all the rumors that I have heard, or I won't say their accounts, right? I won't say facts, but their accounts of the proceedings, they line up with everything that I've seen and heard. So yeah, I have no reason to not believe them.
No,
I believe.
But people out here talking. I hate when people bring up well, you know. I need more proof. I need are you a detective? Are you a jury right now? I don't have any reason to think that they're lying. This is not extraordinary.
Right?
First of all, a fucking super rich fucking dude who's already known fucking for fucking over people and tax evasion and all that other shit. Come on. This is not extraordinary. What is it? Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. This is some regular ass shit right here. So I definitely believe it. I definitely believe it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I hate it because Power Rangers was a big part of my childhood, and I always hate learning that the things I loved were, while I enjoyed them, the people who brought those things to me, to help bring those things to life, you didn't have a good time with it. Not the same level of thing, but I remember I was actually doing some research because every time I watch a movie nowadays, I usually go back and I like to look at little things. And I was actually watching Tremors for the first time in a while, but I was watching with Cersei, and I was reading because apparently they have a TV show coming out, and Kevin Bacon is going to be in it. And it's the first time he's been involved with anything Tremors related since the first movie. And in case anyone's wondering, there have been 7 movies total up to this point. Yeah, crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. But I remember looking it up, and apparently, and Kevin Bacon's actually openly talked about this. He actually has been credited as saying that he thought Tremors was going to kill his career.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he actually said he's never even, I think he said he'd either never watched the movie before until recently, or has not watched it since it originally came out. It was one of the two. I don't remember which, but but he said it wasn't until much later in life that he realized how much people actually loved it, and how many fans he actually got because of that movie. So it actually changed his perspective on it. And so sometimes that can happen, but like, yeah, I always hate to hear though when someone, because also I think Kevin Bacon was going through some shit when he made the movie, so he was talking about how like it was a real dark time in his life. So I think he said something along the lines that he didn't really remember having a whole heap of a lot of fun on set, which is crazy when you consider how much fun his character was on that movie. So it just makes it even more heartbreaking. So like I say all that to say that, like, you know, I grew up loving Power Rangers. It was like my favorite thing. I would be in my room jumping up, doing karate moves and backspin kicks and whatnot, and doing like the patented JDF see-ya, like every time I would be doing stuff and pretending I was a Power Ranger right alongside him. And then to discover that just 3 people involved with the show, and then later on learn even more people involved with the show had some, maybe not their entire experience was miserable, but at some point started having a miserable experience with that thing. It breaks my heart.
Yeah,
I don't know.
100%.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. So if I get to see Amy Bo Peebles, whatever that fucking girl's name is can I say, hey, I'm Robo of Nerds of Culture on Blerd, on the Blerd Without Fear? Can I ask you a question? Like, I want to be like on the record. I'm gonna drop your channel's name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, this man gonna get me canceled.
I'm gonna be like, all I need to know is, do you have any remarks regarding the video that they just put out? And do you have any regrets? It was a long time ago. People grow.
I mean, I think it's a reasonable ask.
Obviously, you were a piece of shit then, right? Right?
This motherfucker.
He's
like, yeah, man. You.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Why do you get your hands off me?
He's like, no. Like,
no.
Get the fuck.
She said I can ask questions.
This motherfucker.
I'm Blerd Without Fear. Damn it, you know who I am.
This motherfucker. God damn it. But no,
he's got 100,000 subs. Okay, that's it.
It's like 101,000.
101. Yeah, that's what you yell in the background. Like, he's got 100,000. You hear you in the back. 101.
Actually, it's 101,100. But no, like I watched a video not long, like because I went down memory lane on this. I don't know. Some of y'all know there's a YouTube channel. I don't know if they're still active. I have to go look, but I think it's called Power Rangers Rewind. But the young ladies who played Kat and Tanya on the show, like, because come to find out, they're actually best friends in real life. They hang out together all the time, so on and so forth. I think
just doing Pink Ranger shit.
Yeah, just whatever. It's like, hey, what's going on? But no. So they were actually talking about.
I feel like you were going somewhere with that and decided not to, and I appreciate that.
No. I was just saying. No, I wasn't. No. No, it was. They had revealed, and this was actually like from I think over a year ago. And you know what? It's actually a short video. I'll pull it up. It's actually a short video. Like, it's not particularly long, and they give some pretty interesting takes on their experience with the show's end. That I was like, wow. I was like, that's crazy. Like, I was like, that is legitimately kind of crazy. But it's called Power Rangers. That's what it's not Power Rangers Rewind. Power Rangers Playback is what it's called. It is a video called Why We Left Power Rangers with Kat and Nakia. So so yeah, I'm gonna pull this up and hopefully y'all will be able to hear it. I know actually no, here, we'll do it this way because I know last time there was some.
Amy Jo's 54 too.
What's that?
Amy Jo Johnson's 54. They're all the same age.
Oh, She be 54, and I think she's aged rather gracefully as well. I think, to my understanding.
You know what it is? Well, this still doesn't explain the fucking freak who looks 30, but is you're like they're all athletic, the gymnasts, and the martial arts and shit. So what happens when you take care of yourself?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Here, I'm gonna pull this up and we'll run through it real quick and then we'll jump into our we'll take a couple of calls. We'll just take a couple of calls. We're gonna take a lot. Yeah. We're over a little bit.
Hey, go ahead and get in the waiting room if you want to say something.
There you go. It is open, but only for a limited time. So here we go. Let's pull this up and there we go.
So let's talk about
the
passing of the torch part 1 and passing of the torch part 2.
Okay.
Because a lot of people have asked, why did you guys leave the show?
Yeah.
And actually, I just got that question literally like yesterday.
Oh, really?
Again, yes.
Yeah.
Who watches Power Rangers playback and was like, why did you guys leave? We keep hearing, different things. And we found out about that we were going to no longer be on the show. How did we find out about it?
Yeah, we found this is an awful story, but Johnny brought a newspaper to the set, and we read that
Johnny Young Bosch, just FYI.
Power Rangers, and it was really shocking. Like Jason Frank had expressed that he wanted to leave. He'd been on the show a long time, and he wanted to leave. But we really thought that we would finish out.
Also, I just want to point out something. 2 things here. A, it is hoed as fuck to find out you're about to lose your job when by looking in like a magazine or a newspaper and saying, "Hey, we're looking for some people for."
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's my job. Wait, that's my job. Wait, is this my job? No. It's not your job. It's Look, man, y'all got to go. Okay, look, we trying to get them cheap. Okay, look, man.
Hey, remember when you want to renegotiate your pay?
Yeah. Y'all got to go. Okay, y'all got to get up out. No. Also, second thing, man, JDF strikes again. JDF. Look, I'm just gonna say, man, I feel like there are 2 common denominators in both of these stories, and they all just so happen.
Need an editor. Damn.
It's like what?
I knew my slow ass wasn't gonna make it.
He's like, man, that's. And then look, Robo comes to me and said, "Hey, are you I saw this thing
doing
on
2? You doing 2 editors?"
Look, yeah, right. He's like,
Nah.
Yeah, no.
Just
man,
one.
where'd you see that? Oh, it's crazy because it was on you just posted on a Blue Sky. No. Oh man, I must have got hacked, man. Damn.
Now what you do is you just be straight up about it. You're just like, nah, just one.
Look, that motherfucker gonna be like, he's like, wait a minute, dude, wait, right. Did my hey, did you move the Google Drive?
Nah,
I didn't
you just
move
don't
it.
have access on me.
I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Are we still cool though?
Yeah. It's like, dude, you changed it. Wait. I just checked, man. Is the good place down? No.
No, that's still up.
No, that's up. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's wild.
I'm just gonna log off now. Yeah. I don't know what I did in that timeline, but man,
it's like, bro,
you were not happy.
It's like, man, that motherfucker, he's like, dude, God damn, I don't even want to look. First off, I don't even want to visit that timeline because even to me, I'm like, dude, that sounds like a fucking asshole right there.
That guy is brutal.
look, see, and then there's gonna be an expo. See, you see what we're talking about? There's gonna be an expose, and then when I die, be like, man, yeah, man, y'all remember that Blerd Without Fear? Man, man, fuck that dude, man. I mean, his videos were cool and all, but man, god damn, that dude, he was a piece of shit, man. Yeah, you know what I heard? I heard he fired Robo. Didn't even tell him. He didn't tell. Matter of fact,
find out in the paper.
Robo didn't find out. In the paper. Wait a minute. Now, this would be what would be really hoed. Robo didn't find out until the day of on Nerds of Culture when he saw a third. He saw a third camera frame in there, and he was like, "Oh wait,
what's that?
Wait, why we got 3 camera frames?" Oh, man, this is the other guy coming. Oh, you didn't tell me. I was like, yeah, I was gonna tell you, but now I don't know, man. That would, like, I'm not gonna lie, that would be some of the most hoe fucking shit to do. I'm sorry, like I would never do that, but I'm just saying that would be some hoe ass shit to do.
But that'd be funny though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Let's get through the rest of the video.
Season, and for whatever reason, I think they were just done with replacing people. They'd replaced
these ladies are really good looking.
Karen,
dude,
and
very
obviously replaced.
They still got it.
Austin, Tweed,
yeah.
And
see, Devontre, this is what I was expecting.
And I think they were just like, we can't do that again. Especially, like, I don't think we could have stayed on the show without Jason either. That would have been weird.
Yeah.
So even though it's
would it be weird? Actually, I'm sure he'd leave your ass.
Look. Meanwhile, Jason coming back to the show. How long was it between? I'm trying to remember. Devontre, correct me if I'm wrong. Or actually tell me because I don't really fully know. How long was it between the time he left the show and then came back to the show? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's look. Kat and Nakia are sitting up here talking about some. Oh yeah, it would have been totally weird. This would have been JDF walking back onto the set after y'all motherfuckers left. That would have been him. That'd have been him.
They had the nerve to still say that now. Like, you know what? We just couldn't do that to old Jason. We would never do that to him. Just wouldn't feel right. Being there without him? Jason's like, who are you? And why have you been following me this whole time?
Right? Look, dude, look, I can tell you right now. Look, I actually, you know what? I just got a message. I actually got this from the estate of JDF. This is actual footage of him when he was asked if he would come back to the show without any of the original cast members.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
He's like, you goddamn Skippy, I'll come back. He's like, goddamn, I'll come back. Yeah, look, wait.
Nigga, please.
He's like, you goddamn right, I'm coming back. Man, get the fuck out of my face. He's like, you hear this woke bullshit? He's like, dude, no, man. He's like,
well, what about, I mean, you don't mind that they're not, man, I don't even know her name, bro.
It's like
bruh. Sign me up.
Hey, JDF, are you okay with coming back? Are you okay to coming back? Like you know that Johnny Young Bosch and Steve Cardenas and Nakia Burris, none of them are gonna be back.
I knew you were saying that. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out. I was trying to guess. That was the game I was playing in my head. I was like, which one? Which one is it gonna be?
It's like, wait a minute. Wait. Look, matter of fact, as soon as both of these ladies walked off the show,
here we go.
This was JDF right here.
Now you see now.
It's like, you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. He's like, you done goofed,
yeah,
right?
We're not gonna stand for this, right, JDF?
Like me? Look, when they said, hey, JDF, wait, I thought you said you were leaving.
I'm afraid I got some bad news.
Wait, JDF.
I got a new contract, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought I told you.
Look, JDF said, oh
man, take that man's stream deck away from him.
Well, wait a minute. JDF sitting here talking about some. Wait, JDF, you said I thought you said you were leaving the show. Yeah, no. He's like, I'm not leaving. No. See, I said I was taking a sabbatical. I'm not leaving. That's a sabbatical.
It's some you know what? He was on some Highlander shit is what it was.
Yeah.
He's like, every time they leave, I get a bump. Like, what do you want me to do?
Look, I just want y'all to know, like, from the bottom of my heart,
I could do this all day.
I can quite literally do this all day. I was just taking a sabbatical, man. Look, I needed to go on a juice cleanse and go get my soul straightened out because I found Jesus, and I had to figure out what was the next step for me. So yeah, I just I'm sorry, but I had to leave the show for a little bit, and that means that. I mean, I'm sorry that fucked y'all up, but I mean, yeah.
But that's why he had to go, right? Because it was a part of his programming.
Right,
he had to kill all the Rangers. He had to get rid of all the Rangers.
Right.
But then somebody gets. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Oh,
man.
Look, hey.
It's a good thing there's no hell, man. Shit. That's rough. I couldn't even finish that one. That was. Oof.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You have one more Ranger to kill.
Devontae said he found out Jesus didn't tap.
Yeah. Then he's like, nah, you ain't doing me like you did them, homie.
I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm sorry. But look, I'm just being real. I can't look. Y'all love me because I'm real.
I know you got that one.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. I'm back.
You don't got that as a react?
No, you know what? I'm adding it to the list.
One. Yeah, you got to put that on there.
Yeah, that's good. Look, I tell you what. So, because Elite X1 reminded me of this. I don't know how many of y'all have seen here. I'm gonna pull this back. I don't know how many of y'all have seen House Party 3, but one of my favorite lines from House Party 3 is from Bernie Mac. There's a line where a kid is asking Bernie Mac for advice on how to get in good with his fiance's parents. And Bernie Mac, being Bernie Mac, gets really loud and mad niggerish for about a few seconds. And he's like, you know what you do? Fuck him. Fuck them up against the wall with handcuffs on and crazy glue on their lips. And that has always stuck with me. That always stuck with me. And I actually went out of my way to get that clip. Y'all think I'm playing. I actually went out of my way to get that clip. And matter of fact, yeah, here. This for those that don't remember.
Fuck them up against the wall. With handcuffs on and crazy glue on their lips.
that is. Look, wait. Here, matter of fact, here. I'll even run it back. I'll even run it back with video.
Fuck them up against the wall with handcuffs on and crazy glue on their lips. That's all you do.
Yeah, but you lost a good one there, man.
Dude, okay, now see, this is where we talk about respect the dead. Now we talk about some respect because
that's you want to respect. That's how you respect. But that's the thing, though. Live your life
right,
how you want to be treated after you're gone. You know
exactly. and here's the thing. I said it before. Everybody got a catchphrase. Everybody got a thing they remember for.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy is remembered for "Sia." That's what he's remembered for. He was that was his call. That was the call. That's how you knew he had just beat. He'd be like "Sia." Yeah. That was his thing. But I don't know too many people who I can walk up to and go, "I want the milky cookies." They know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking. You literally know the exact joke, the exact seg of Kings of Comedy that I am referring to. Everybody does, because that's just how and that ain't even his best work. That ain't even his best work. But anyway, now that I have said all that, I will take us back to the original video.
Here,
let's,
if you
Fine,
take your
like
love
that show
away
business,
from me.
it just was really cold. It just felt very cold.
Well, what made it even colder to me was that when we confronted one of the producers about it,
they denied it. Yeah.
And but now I have to look back at in retrospect, and I have to think about what's their job on the line if they were to say something. Of course you're protecting yourself.
Yes.
But I blatantly said, so you mean because we're being replaced? No. And I remember looking directly in the eyes and being like, oh,
wow.
Really?
Wow.
Because there's a newspaper article out.
Yeah.
But, they had the right because our contracts were up. They just were not renewed. So you have the right to do that. It would have been nice to finish out the season because I felt like being halfway through.
Well, a lot of fans have said that. It was really choppy. Like, In Space
yes, it was
a pretty popular season, I think. But I think it was very confusing for kids for us to leave halfway, and then these new people that they hadn't had a chance to get to know come on. It's kind of it was a strange transition, I think. Yeah. But
what year is this?
And,
wait, talking about this video?
No, like the show that they're talking about.
So by this point, they were I think they were on Turbo last, I believe.
Oh, so the one right after, so it's about like 96, 97?
Yes. Yeah, Power Rangers Turbo. That was okay. So like the film was like 97, and I think the show was also 90. Yeah, I think it was same year. Yeah, all same year. And yeah, then they did Power Rangers in Space. That was basically it. So yeah, Turbo was when they all, I believe, had dipped out to my understanding. Because once you get into In Space, it's whole new cast. It's a whole other ball game. April 19th, November 24th.
With all these teams, is always Zordon at the center?
No. So basically what they did is so the long and short of it is because of the nature of the TV show that Saban was adapting, since Super Sentai is literally a different show every single year, Power Rangers started adopting that. So instead of trying to keep the same cast but changing the theme every year, what they wound up doing was they're like, well, we're just going to change the whole fucking show. New cast every season. That way, you know what? We don't even have to worry about contract disputes because we're kicking these motherfuckers to the curb at the end of the year. Now, yes, some people would kind of hang around for a little bit longer. They bring some people back every now and again. But basically, the long and short of it was they were like, okay, well, yeah, if Super Sentai's getting away with this, where they're just they're bringing a new cast every year, new story every year, fresh faces every year. They actually kind of slick condition people to no longer expect people to hang around. So yeah, it was basically very Doctor Who-ish in that regard, where like basically you got to the end of a season and it was like, okay, cool, that story's over. Bye-bye. Like they would hit you like if you for my Family Guy fans out there, they the end of the season.
Bye, have a great time.
Have a
good
like,
time. Bye. Yeah, bye. Have a great time. But no, that's basically what they would hit you with. So and that became so basically after Turbo, that became the norm. I think like you have like In Space and then like Lost Galaxy that have like some crossover, but like I think those were actually like the two seasons. I think they were like the absolute last of that of trying to have any overarching continuity of that type. But In Space was that was basically it. That was basically it. But to keep it pushing,
there was a couple of moments that were really painful where I was asked to read.
No, not the pixelation on the face.
And I refused.
Let's
because
go over
I
here.
thought it was so disrespectful. And there was a lot of things that were just. It was hurtful because this was our family. You know, we were a family
and protecting one another as well. Yeah.
So.
And I just when we interviewed Steve, which I completely forgot about. I don't know if I knew back then or forgot about it or whatever, but he said that he had asked for a raise for
all of us,
straight across. And they told him no, right? And that's why he ended up leaving the show.
Yes.
And that's where I'm talking about, well, we're a family and we were looking out for one another. Because he was like, you know, I'm not just coming here for myself. I want all of us to be equal. And it just, you know, it just wasn't happening. But, you know, I have to say that the past is the past. That was 20-something years ago. We wouldn't be able to make Power Rangers playback without Power Rangers and the experience. And, you know, now we get a chance to travel the world meeting extraordinary fans.
This is almost like residuals for us doing conventions and the payoff of being able to meet our fans, and all of that has been such a blessing. So we would never, ever change that.
No.
And I'm very grateful to Saban because they gave us the opportunity to be on this amazing show.
They brought you to America too.
They brought me to America.
Citizenship too. They became a citizen.
I'm a citizen. It's a beautiful country.
So there's a lot of
we would never have met if it wasn't for this show. Isn't that a crazy thought? Like you think.
Is
about
there anything?
Cat,
So is the juicy anything juicy coming on?
Well, no, that was the juicy part has kind of passed. Basically, the juicy part was basically them talking about.
That's what I'm like.
Now the juicy part was them talking about how Johnny Young Bosch found out they were being replaced. That was basically it. Yeah, that was it. But like, yeah, after that they're just kind of like gushing over each other.
I felt like I was like just watching the two of us. Just I'm waiting to go home. Like, babe, are we? Oh, they're talking now.
No. But I mean, that was really.
Can you imagine if we never met? Sorry.
No. I mean, to be fair, that's basically the end of it because the rest of the video to like where I think at the point where we're at, they have this thing at the end where it's more of like an advertisement for like whatever their next video and like social like appearance and stuff like that would possibly be. But I will say
I'm being selfish. That was super selfish of me because
I mean
I had already stopped watching Power Rangers, so I don't even know who these people are, and I'm like, man, I couldn't give two fucks less.
Well, I was gonna say by the time so to give you to give you a timeline on it, Kat came in, the white lady, she came in to replace Amy Jo Johnson. She started off as a villain and then became a good guy.
He turned good. Okay.
Yeah, because basically she was trying to infiltrate the Power Rangers. And then eventually she ended up becoming a good guy. And then Amy left, so Kat took her place. And Nakia Burris, who played Tanya, she basically replaced Karen Ashley, who played Aisha. And also continued the discrimination. What I felt was like, I actually felt like was a war crime. I'll say it. Because on that show, the black women who were on the show, they got done dirty as fuck.
There was I saw a TikTok on that. Where he ran it down like every single one. Like this one's from Africa. This one was broke. This one was this.
Well, I mean, now I will say it got better as the show went along, but I guarantee you there were no black hairstylists on the show, and the reason why
Saban was born in Egypt. What do you mean? That dude's African.
We was Kangs, but no, like that was Nakia's hair. That was Tanya's hair on the show most of the time, and like it got better when but it was like you could always tell they were always styling her hair as if she were white. Like you could tell it was like a white hairstylist like doing her hair because like I was like
you can tell by the way they named these people too, you know, like some like especially the earlier characters. Yeah.
Yeah. And Aisha wasn't any better. Like I think there was a point where Aisha started wearing braids I think most of the time, and that was okay. Like when she got the braids, I feel like that was a personal protest. I feel like that was her giving like a personal protest, and I say that because here I'm gonna pull up a couple of pictures just real quick, and then like I said, we'll jump into we'll jump to stuff. But there's a couple of war crimes that I want to share. So okay, I'm gonna start with the good. We're gonna start with the good. So this was her like when she finally like I think this was kind of closer towards the end. This was close towards the end of her run. Like she started wearing like the braids, and it was like I know she just like, okay, so this way y'all ain't got to touch my shit. I got somebody who can hook this up. Y'all, and I'm gonna tell you why she got him. She got him because they would do shit like this. Like they were all like I said, they're always styling her hair as if she were white. Like they're like
going on?
Like
what in the Candace Owens,
bruh? Right, right. You see it, bruh? They used to do Aisha so goddamn dirty, man, bruh. I'm just saying.
That was not okay.
No,
I'm pretty sure that qualifies as a hate crime.
No, that was definitely a hate crime. And I was like, dude, Karen Ashley, beautiful woman. Like I said, y'all doing this woman dirty as fuck. Also, yeah, it was weird that they just replaced a sister with another sister. Oh, but this time, she's from Africa.
It's a 1-for-1. Yeah.
Like she's from Africa. So now we got like African representation. Ain't that crazy? Anyway,
wasn't she starving when they found her?
Probably.
That's what I remember from that skit. I was trying to find it, but I can't find it. I don't know.
I honestly don't remember, but
I'm gonna post it in the Discord when I find it, because it was a dude running down every single one. Like even the one that came from a good home or wasn't from the ghetto ended up like not having a dad. His dad was in prison or something. It was like, of course.
Crazy. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't see anybody in the thing, so you know what? We're just gonna close it down because we're at that time. We have a couple of questions. Yep, we got 2 questions in the Discord that we're gonna answer real quick. And one of them is from Sin Black. Says, how's it going? My fellow Blerds. How do you guys feel about the ongoing D&D issue and the fact that Elon is threatening to buy it? I'd heard something about this, and my thoughts are my thoughts are pretty clear. My thoughts are pretty clear on it, and it can pretty much all be boiled down to...
No, sir, I don't like it.
That's it. I don't like it. It's I think that he'll okay. Look at what he did to Twitter.
Yeah.
If you want any indication of what D&D will become, Robo, have you ever been to Gen Con?
No.
Okay. So Gen Con is like what San Diego Con is for comics. That's what Gen Con is for board games and like RPGs. It's really white. It's already an incredibly white space. And I also want to point this out too, because this is something that I think a lot of people don't realize would actually come along with this. If Elon were to buy Hasbro, he would own Power Rangers.
Here's the good news about that, though.
Oh, go ahead.
What edition is D&D on right now? 6?
I think it's still on 5th.
5th? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's still on 5th.
Well, Elon Musk buys D&D, and 5th edition is still there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like whatever comes after that is just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, I would never. Would never. Actually, no, I take that back. Apparently, it might already be out. I think 6 might already be out. Maybe I think. Or might be in the works. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up, but my point of the matter is whatever editions of D&D I currently own, which are all the 5th edition variety, Like I still own 3rd, 4th, 5th editions of all the books. Those would be the last. Those would be the last editions I ever purchased. As a matter of fact,
so, what change would he make? Like, nope. Every high elf is gonna be white, only white. You'll never get any other shades. That's ridiculous. We're gonna get all this smoke stuff out of here.
the only people of color will be dark elves, and they'll be evil. They'll always be evil,
right? Or there's also like a alien simian kind of race in the jungles. They could be brown. They're also evil.
Yeah. It'll basically be back to the way, because that's basically what it'll do. He'll take it back to the way it used to be, back when it was incredibly white. The only people of color were always evil. And and you know what else he'll do? I don't know. Let's see how many people remember this. He'll also put it back to the days where males and females had completely different stats.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people don't remember this, but like your stats would vary based on whether you were male or female. Back in, I think that's like old school D&D, like 1st and 2nd edition. It's not a thing. It's not a thing in 3rd, like from 3rd edition on, they stopped fucking with that. And yeah, elf was not a race. It was a class, it's like, how is a race a job? Like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Who voted for this? But no.
Elon says, make D&D great again. Let's go.
I'm being dead ass. If he did actually, I don't think he will. I think he's just memeing. But like, if he did, that you would never see me fuck with D&D.
I mean,
on any level.
There's Pathfinder. There's other games, right?
Oh,
there's Pathfinder.
No,
there's other shit to play.
Let me. I'll here. Hold up. I got I'm kind of giving the game away a little bit. Y'all are gonna get a video from me here before too long about this, or a promo maybe. We'll see. I haven't really figured out what they want me to do, but I actually got this in the mail the other day. Oh god, this is heavy. Batman Gotham City Chronicles, the role-playing game. They gave me the core book, the Adventures book, which is basically the it's the Adventures book. And then the Gotham City Guide is basically the DM's guide. And I think they gave me a DM screen. Yes. But yes.
Shit.
But that said, we'll have to kind of see how that goes out. I'm going to have to learn this system, but it's actually based on you guys can never see it, but probably some of you who have been with me for a while, you probably remember once upon a time, I used to have these big ass Batman boxes in the background of my videos. Those were all one board game. And it's meant to play off of that, but as like an RPG. I'm still like learning the rules of it, but like I was gonna do a video about it because they asked me. And I like the company that makes it. So it's one of those.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It was kind of fun. It was kind of an easy choice.
You know what we should do?
What was that?
We should play that on Twitch.
Ooh, that would be fun. I think.
She got a group together and let's play it on Twitch.
I
like reading Kadoba's. Kadoma says, "Greetings and good evening to the culture the Culture Council of Blerd." He's always
got news all over.
It was thrown a curveball. I just started watching a show on Netflix called Pantheon. That's new to me. I did not know it came out in 2022 or that it was already on Amazon. It's so hard to keep up with all the media out there. If you like Ghost in the Shell or stuff dealing with technology, I highly recommend this one. It deeply hits on many things happening in our world today and pop culture. My question to you is, have either of you seen it or heard of it? One more thing before I go. Don't forget to take breaks, eat, and rehydrate. Keep up the good work. I have not seen it. I don't know.
It's in the good place. But yeah, I think it ran 2 seasons, 8 episodes. I think it was 8 episodes a piece. But yeah, I haven't watched all of it, but I liked what I saw. As a matter of fact, I remember when people were talking about when Arcane was over, and people were like, "Oh man, dude, what's a good show to watch after Arcane?" And I was seeing a lot of people bring up Pantheon. There were a couple of other shows too that people were like, "Oh yeah, man, if you really want to get into if you really want to get into a show that kind of has those same kind of vibes, but like just it's still doing its own thing. They were like, yeah, dude, Pantheon, that's that shit right there. So also got a pretty good cast to it. It's got Daniel Day Kim, Katie Chang, Paul Dano, Aaron Eckhart, Taylor Schilling, Ron Livingston, Kevin Durand, William Hurt. This is actually one of William Hurt's last roles, as a matter of fact. Michael Kelly. Is it Tunde Adebimpe? Isn't that old boy from was it TV on the Radio? I think that's old boy from TV on the Radio. Yeah, that's old boy from TV on the Radio. He plays the dad on Skeleton Crew. Because I kept looking at it, I was like, that motherfucker looks familiar. I was like, is that TV on the Radio? That's TV on the Radio, dude, right there. Ain't that about a bitch?
TV on the radio.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Ain't that about a bitch? But yeah, I'm taking.
I know that is.
I'm reclaiming it. Don't worry about it. I'm reclaiming it.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. No, I'm joking. I'm not reclaiming it. I'm never reclaiming it. But yeah, I'm never gonna reclaim that. But no, But no, we might. I will say, but between both of those things, I will say, yeah. If you get a chance, take a look at it. It's in the thing. Might. I think you would dig it. It's kind of like that kind of a what's the best way to put it? Kind of like that American anime kind of style, kind of vibe. Okay. Like
super spiritual and shit too, like existential or no? Or is it just action?
It's kind of almost like a I don't want to oversell it. It's almost more of a cyberpunk style story, because it's really kind of more to speak to the tropes that Kidoma brought up. Like, it's very kind of Ghost in the Shell in the sense of what is human, like how much does augmentation or like your how much does your brain waves actually make you as a person? Those are some of the underlying themes, and also just like, obviously a lot of technological themes just based on the fact of what it is. But basically, long and short of it is, I'm gonna give you the elevator pitch for it. It says, a bullied teen receives mysterious help from someone online. A stranger soon revealed to be her recently deceased father, David, whose consciousness has been uploaded to the cloud following an experimental destructive brain scan. David is the first of a new kind of being, an uploaded intelligence, or UI. But which I'm not gonna lie, that's an unfortunate shorthand, because when I see UI, I think of urinary tract infection. Yeah, that's what I think of. Or user interface. But I mean, either way. But he says, but he will not be the last, as a global conspiracy unfolds that threatens to trigger a new kind of world war. But yeah, that's basically it.
That's pretty dope. Dope. By the way, if you could ever transfer yourself into a computer, or you do the Star Trek version of teleporting, you're just dying over and over and over again.
Yes. Which, I mean, to be fair, I would go along with it. I would go along.
You're dead though. You won't. You don't get to experience it. Your next to you gets to though.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if someone told me, hey, you get this technology, but this is how it's going to actually ultimately work, I'd be like, yeah. But do I get to go like crazy places and like have convenience?
No, you won't.
Well, no. I mean, but just
the next
like
guy, the next one that looks just like he does.
The next version of me. But see, that's the thing, though. I'd be like, you know what?
I'm selfish as fuck. Now, fuck that guy.
Nah, I'll be like, look, I'm gonna walk so he can run.
Nah, hell no.
Like,
look,
I'm not.
Future Robo with this teleportation. No, it ain't happening. I'm walking.
I'm out. He's at hard out. No. Well,
you don't perceive anything. You're dead. What do you perceive after a bullet goes in your head? Nothing.
No, you
will be gone. You're out.
No,
the next person will perceive.
I love Robo. That's we got one more thing. We got Badman1701 with the 5 says, thanks again for the great show. Any thoughts on Skeleton Crew and Creature?
Oh, yeah.
And Creature Commandos, if you've watched. Also, was that Tony Todd in that Indiana Jones game trailer? Keep up the good work. Also, that hitting us up on the Streamlabs side, which is like one of the best ways to support the show. You can support the show however you want, but it is objectively one of the best ways because it ensures that the majority of what you give comes to us as opposed to half of it going to somewhere else. Have you watched any of Creature Commandos or Skeleton Crew yet?
Skeleton Crew, I'm caught up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what?
Go ahead, go. Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Let's talk about it next week.
Yeah. Okay. So
let's make. Oh, by the way, let me pitch next week.
Oh, what's up? Oh,
Tony Weaver.
Yep.
This he wrote a book, Weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
How many people on here on Instagram have seen like the guy with the Blerd, the other Blerd, that there's only 2 in the world, that are
you stands like none others.
Yeah, he stands. He has the skinny dude with the Viking horns. There you go, that guy.
I got you. I'm out here.
I was like, glasses, square. He's gonna jump on next week, and hang out with us. He's gonna come hang out with us. I've been following him for a while now, and I saw he did like a thing for kids.
Oh yeah,
and he was wearing a good this thing right here. He has like a little cape on, and he went to like an elementary school. And I'm like, you know what? Like we're always talking about like, you know, and he gives Chuds like no space.
Nope.
Like, which is weird because he has this like positive vibe, but he still just kills them. But it's a different style though.
Yeah.
It's a different. It's like he somehow is like nice about it still. Like he kills you, and then it's like, you know. Like maybe he stabbed you in the throat and then he laid you down softly because he didn't want you to hit your head, you know?
Yeah, like was it like was it a Wayne Brady? We like snap dude's neck and he's like, shh. That's how he does it. I watched it. It's actually impressive. Honestly, it even kind of made me reevaluate how I interact with Chuds instead of like being like, well, you know what, man, fuck you then. Like, no, just kind of like, no, man, I'm gonna kill you with kindness, but it's the right kind. It's that that petty kindness.
Everybody plays a role. Everybody plays a role, and you know what? I will never try to be that because I can't be. You know what I mean? I can't be.
It's on sight. It's on sight.
Nah, homie.
look. I'm too busy. I am too busy, telling motherfuckers that fuck around and find out. So
Find me.
Look,
don't.
No. Look, I'm on that Ed Onsley.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
I'm on that. That's my shit right there. Like, man, get the fuck out of my way, bitch. You don't get that bullshit away from me.
So, anyways, he'll be here on next week. We'll be talking about his book, and then we'll talk about Chuds and some stuff. So it'll be a little bit of positivity. Hopefully, he's a good character.
I think so. I don't want to give this one away just yet, but there's another guy we might be able to get. I'm gonna try and get him on. We'll see what happens. But we're trying to bring positivity to the ranks. So
100%. But I did really like Skeleton Crew. I'll just say this much about it: I didn't think I was gonna like it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think it was like it. I'd probably say about 75% of the first episode. I was like, not for me. Like, you know what it looked like? This was a show that you and Cersei are gonna really enjoy together, and you guys will make memories together.
Yeah,
father and daughter. And I'm like, what am I watching, bro? Like, this is like a bunch of little kids and shit. And then the ship takes off. Then Jude Law shows up. I'm like, okay.
Oh, no.
All right, this is getting good. It's getting good.
Cynthia hates the main character. She hates that little boy. Wim.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't stand him either, but like she really does not like him.
Yes, no. I fucking hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't stand that
I
little
don't know
boy
why.
either.
I was trying to remember. I was like, there's a movie I don't know when it came out. Me and Maneater were watching No Escape. They go to some nondescript fake Asian country that has a civil war that breaks out, yada yada. Pierce Brosnan's in it. And their kids are driving me nuts. Anyways.
Yeah.
When we brought up kids, kid actors, I was like, man, I was like, man, what? There was somebody was pissing me off. And then my brain went to No Escape. Nah, it wasn't No Escape. It was that motherfucker. That was like, I was literally like feeling anger. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Dude, let me tell you something.
You wanted to be captain.
Let me keep it a buck with you. This is the only character I care about.
You better protect them. I will stop watching.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
If that motherfucker dies,
dude, I'll fight a motherfucker.
Neil.
I'll fight a motherfucker for Neil. Neil is a real one
in real life,
dude. Oh yeah. Oh
not
no,
like as if I were there.
No,
the actor who kills Neil. Watch your back.
I got to go to his house.
Watch your back. I don't care.
But I will say though, we jest, but I will say though, when I first saw the trailer for it, I saw exactly what everybody else in the chat saying. I said, "This is Goonies in space." I was like, "This is Goonies in space." I was like,
yeah.
Also, the fact like it was little shit like how the robot's name was SM33. I giggled. I giggled at that shit. I was like, yeah. But no, also the Jaleel White is just in the show for no good goddamn reason. Steve fucking Urkel himself is
where?
So did you watch? You say you watched? He's actually in the first episode, but like in the second episode, the wolf looking dude, the black guy he speaks to. When like he's like, oh yeah, I found him doing so and so. He's like, oh, keep it out. That was Jaleel White.
Paying attention. Damn.
That's Jaleel White. Yep, that's Urkel. He's playing a space pirate.
I wonder if he's gonna be in there. Is he? I wonder if he's gonna. That was a cameo. If he's gonna be a character.
No, he's a character. He's a character. Like he's supposed to be around. So, we'll see.
We try to keep our government names, secret.
Yeah. But no, I liked what I saw. Like I said, we'll talk about it in greater detail. I'll also say I did watch Creature Commandos last night. Thoroughly enjoyed that as well. Yeah, also in the thing, in the Good Place as well. The first, I will say this, not for kids. Not that I think anyone should get the impression that it is, but it is very much like it's like I actually watch a lot of shit with Cersei. It's not a show I watch with Cersei.
Really? A Star Wars title? That's
no. Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is something else.
Okay.
That's
something totally different.
That's Creature Commandos is the DCU show. That's the
DCU show that's too much for kids.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it with her. Mostly because, honestly, it's not even really so much that it's like it's so raunchy. I don't want her to watch it. But I mean, it's a special level of like. They play pretty fast and loose with like sex in that show, and I was like,
titties.
Yeah, but I mean it's cartoon titties. I don't. I like.
Oh, really? They got nudity in there for real?
Yeah. There's nudity.
Wow.
There's nudity
DC going
and
all
sex.
in, huh?
Yeah, there's nudity and sex. There's actually 2 different sex scenes in the second episode. I think
DC's all like. We're gonna pull the American. The adult market now.
Yeah, that's basically what they're going. I mean, but it's a good show. But I mean, it's one of those. I
can't even imagine. Can you imagine any Marvel title anywhere showing nudity?
Nah, not really.
I could not. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
They could say it would happen, but I wouldn't believe them until I saw it. I mean, honestly, I thought it was quite impressive. The Deadpool and Wolverine even happened. I think that in and of itself is impressive.
People did not. You're right. You're actually right. Because I remember like people were like, "It's Disney. It's gonna suck." Yeah, right.
Now
we say bad words.
Yeah, that's like, dude. I was like, come on, man. But yeah, Agatha same. I never really expected to see much.
The butt cheek, the booty cheeks.
They gave up some not full frontal nudity, but damn near close to it. But yeah, we'll talk about. I tell you what, we'll talk about that stuff next week. I think we're only gonna have. I think Tony's only gonna be on for like
45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes. So we'll have him on for 45, and then we'll talk about the other stuff. Because I mean, we're primarily you're gonna be just talking to him about what's going on with him, and then we'll bullshit about chuds or whatever. But definitely won't do 4 hours because like we did last week. Or
and this
almost,
week.
almost this week. No, totally not going to do that. I keep, like I said, this is why I should just stop saying what we aren't going to do because it always ends up happening anyway. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. It's time that we get the hell up out of here. And I guess stay tuned for tomorrow because Blerd Cave will be going down. Same Blerd time, same Blerd channel, you already know. I will say I wrestled with the idea of whether or not to keep doing these on Fridays, but I kind of think we're gonna get I kind of almost want to go back to I'm thinking about I think we almost
maybe.
Yeah. Only because I was working like a one-legged man in an ass kicking contest. I was working like one-legged man in an ass kicking contest.
To get prepared for tomorrow?
To get prepared for today, tomorrow, as well as all the other bullshit I was doing. I mean, to be fair, there's really no good answer for it. But I will say,
you can do that on Thursday. Like on Thursday, do what you would need to do for Saturday. Yeah, it'll work.
We'll see. I don't know. I gotta tell you what. Y'all tell us.
Yeah,
y'all tell us. Leave it in
I'm just seeing the you know what, pay attention to the YouTube community thing. We'll put up a little poll.
Yeah, we'll put up a poll. There you go. We'll put up a poll.
Ooh, Marvel Rivals. Yeah, I gotta go hang out with the whiff. But
I tell you what, you do that.
Yeah,
you do that. Let me know if you jump on because I'll be around.
I will. Yeah, install that. You'll have some fun.
Oh, it's already installed.
Or you'll bitch about it and then install later.
No,
but then we'll still have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'll at least buy 20 skins before I do that. I'm joking. No, it's already installed. I installed it earlier today.
That's what's up.
But we're gonna get out of here. Thank you all so much for your time, your energy, hanging out with us while we talked about some crazy shit. And for everybody in the chat, our lurkers, our chatters, super chatters, Streamlabbers, people on Patreon, people in the channel member slot with Blerd Club, for all of you, for Robo of Left Face TV. I am the Blerd without fear. And Haim Saban,
there it is.
You can go to hell.